This is a quick reference guide, which you really won't be needing. Oh, she's now she likes you.
It wasn't me, it was Julie. She wasn't happy to see me, she was happy to see Julie.
So the way the chases work is a little different from, I don't know if any of you have ever done an actual chase in D&D, but essentially it works off of exhaustion mechanics, which I don't like, so I created my own system for chase. This is just a reference. For the most part, you probably won't be needing it. You just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what you need to roll. We'll go over last session real quick. So last session, Aoife decided that you guys were going to go speak to the Fomorian King. So you met a wolf, went down into a cave, went to a gatehouse where you got an introduction letter, found some fungus trees and the workers, which were slaves that had brands on their head. Made a little trade while you crossed a bridge. Met a bug that was acting like a light pole that followed the route for a while after Bo coaxed it. Went to the market where Mears traded a ladle for some seeds. You noticed that there was a giant spider temple and a mind flare. You went to the castle, which was made of iron. You met King Branor and had a little altercation sort of with the guards while you were in there. The king was in a good mood at the time, but the guards still attacked you for asking questions of the king. You talked to one of the guards named Aldrich about the queen that the king is kind of pining for, and you sent her a letter. And in return, he gave you a quest to find a bear with goggles, which is where you currently are right now. You met some Goliaths, they're from the No Sky and Stone clan. They're kind of a gang of mercenaries. Did a little game of
Shyla Duke.
Yeah, Shyla Duke. And Aoife did pretty good at the beginning, and then got beat up after that. Bo did extremely well, and in return got a stone, a sending stone, and a cigarette. After that, you decided to go to Broken Stone Vale to look for that bear, where you crossed the river and Aoife fell inside, and Bo managed to save Aoife before there was any real problem. After you crossed onto their side and explored for a while, you camped for the night, where after 5 hours, you heard some bears show up. And Mears tried to tempt one of the bears with a berry, but unfortunately, that bear was very close to the leader of the group, who was a bear standing bipedal with a great sword and goggles, where a battle broke out. And when you asked the bear what it stole, he said it was just a sandwich. Let's see. In the battle, Aoife, of course, polymorphed into a giant ape.
Yay!
And he blew up quite a bit of the bears. In the end, you killed all the normal bears in the group, and the one with the goggles decided to make a break for it. Mears created a horse, and almost everybody, except for Tinny, decided to make chase after. Did you want to follow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's put everybody on board. We're going to go this direction right now. And I know the order, so we'll put bear there. Put Aoife there. Mears. You. Me here. Bo. And then you're going to be one gap back because you're farther away. Now, everybody's going to have a speed score. It's based on your maximum speed in a round versus the maximum speed of the person you're chasing. So you're going to want to write it down, probably, just to keep track of it. I believe while you are on the horse, your maximum speed is 120 for mirrors.
It's 120. Got it.
So your speed score is +4.
Speed score +4. Okay.
Yeah. Yours is 80, right?
It's 40. I was dashing.
Yeah. So when you dash, it's 80.
Yeah.
So it's +0.
Okay.
Same for the grade 8, correct? You're
Is 80 max, yeah.
yeah. So you're +0. Julie, you
I'm
can.
only 30. So.
You're 30, but you can double to 60, but you can do bonus action, right, as a dash?
Yes.
So you can do 90, so you have a +1.
Okay.
All right. So that's the main thing that we got to keep track of. So what's going to happen is, essentially, as you're moving, so imagine you guys are, when you're watching a movie and somebody's running at breakneck speed, that's what's happening right now. So if you decide you want to attack somebody or do something, it's going to be more difficult than normal because you're moving so fast. You're moving faster than your 80 or 120 or whatever you're moving at currently. You're moving extremely quickly. Now, each round, there's going to be a complication that turns up. Something's going to happen at the front, and as they pass through it, it's going to take effect on each character. There's no initiative. It's going in order this way each round. Now, the pursuers, which is you guys this time, each round you're going to have to make a DC 10 +1 space perception check. So if you're adjacent, so he's only 1 space away. If he was adjacent, he doesn't have to make a perception check. Each space away, and actually I'm going to move, he's actually, because you shouldn't be penalized for being, because he's a 1 space, and then you're the next, technically. I'll move the bear here to make it a little even. Each space away you are adds 1 to the DC 10 for the perception check. So his is DC 11, DC 12, DC 13, and then your DC 15.
Got it.
If anyone in the group makes a perception check, everyone can still follow in the chase. If everyone fails, there's a chance that the person can try and hide and get away from you. But if they try to hide, they slow down, so they'll actually lose speed. But if you don't find them, then they can get away. Now, if you can cut them off by moving forward and get in front of them, you can do a speed check to stop them. They can attempt to try and go around you, but if they fail, that ends the chase. When a chase ends, the loser of the chase has a lot of penalties. So if you stop the runner has a lot of penalties. He essentially can never try to run away again. If the pursuers lose, they essentially have no chance of ever catching up to the person after that point. So it's not super complicated. Now the distances, you'll see right here, it's not 1 space equals X number of feet. It's just a general distance. So if you're using it for a spell or an attack or something, I gave a range for what a space would be. So adjacent would be up to 60 feet, etc. But for the most part, you're not going to want to attack. But you certainly can, because that's one way to stop somebody.
So if we attack, does it cut our speed in half?
No, you lose 1 space. So if you attack, well, if you do an attack while moving, you're going to be doing it at disadvantage, and you'll lose 1 space after that attack. So, or you can completely stop and then do whatever you want to do, just like a normal combat thing, but you lose 2 spaces.
Uh-huh.
Now, the way the speed works is at the end of every round, you're going to make a speed check. It's a DC 10 versus your speed score. If you make it, you stay where you are. If you fail, you fall back 1 space. If you get a natural 20, or you roll an above 21, or 21 or above, you move 1 space forward.
What's the skill?
Speed.
So that's our plus whatever we
Dex?
got based on our speed.
No, speed. That's
I
the
mean,
speed score.
what's the bonus come from?
He gave us his speed
It's
score.
The +0
yeah,
because
you're
it's
plus-
80?
Yeah, because you're even with him. So since it's all based on this guy, he gets a +0, you get a +0. Mears is much faster, so he has a +4. Bo has a +0, she has a +1.
Okay. But I'm a giant ape.
Yeah.
I'm on a horsey.
Yeah, riding horse is really fast. It's 60 normal movement, I believe. Okay, so we're just going to start it. And, try not to overthink it too much.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you guys what happens. You can choose what you want to do, and we'll just kind of play along. The rules I gave you, this sheet is the very basic thing. I gave you a 3-page condensed version. My actual rules is 6 pages. So it's very complicated, but and that's not counting the thing I'm rolling for complications.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to roll the complication for the round, which is 20. Let's see.
No.
All right. Okay, so everybody's got to roll a perception check to make sure you can keep the bear in sight. You're good. So
Is that with
that's
our
already good enough because he saw it. So
Okay.
I'm not even going to worry about it
Oh.
because as long as one of you in the group can keep that person in sight, you're good.
Good.
Okay, so it's the beginning. It's the bear's turn. The bear. Okay, so the bear, as you see the bear running, the bear's running and it's going, "It was just a sandwich, why are you chasing me?" And when that happens, you see from the side, a giant spider scuttle out, and it looks like it's gonna run after him.
Ah!
So there's actually no other thing for you guys to have to roll against as a complication this round because it's already happened. Eva, what would you like to do?
Basically, run after him or make an attack?
Yeah, so you don't
So,
need to,
if my speed is 0, how many spaces can I move?
you're just going to roll a d20 to maintain speed, increase speed, or lose speed.
Right, so... And I can't roll high enough to overtake him, because I can't roll higher than a 20.
Yeah.
I'd have to roll a nat
Well, if
20.
you roll a nat 20, you would overtake him, yeah.
17 plus 0.
Okay. You're maintaining, you're fine.
Yeah. Big ape just...
Mirrors.
So I have to roll to keep up with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can do a different action if you want instead.
Um,
But you're going to probably slow down if that happens.
even if I'm on the horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to try to cast Entangle then.
Oh, actually, no, you won't slow down with the horse.
Right.
No, yeah. You do you want to cast Entangle?
I do.
All right. What's
And I
your
want to
speed?
use my inspiration to give him disadvantage.
What's the range on it? Because you're currently 2 spaces away, so it's at 200 feet.
90 feet.
Okay, so you need to get
Oh, so okay. I need to
one
get closer.
space closer. So maybe next round.
Okay, so yeah, I'll attempt to get closer then.
Okay. So you can just roll for your speed.
23.
20. You move up the space. So you've already increased in the space. Bo.
I'm just gonna try and speed up, try
Okay.
to catch him.
All right.
That is an 8.
is 8. Okay, Bo falls back 1 space. He's gonna move right here. All right. Oh, Tinny.
I'm running. 12.
All right, so you're good. I didn't mention this earlier. Sorry. On your round, you can move to the left or the right,
Ah.
1 space, without it costing any movement.
Ah.
So, if anybody else wants to move to the left or the right, they
Sure,
can.
I'll move left 1.
No, move. Right one.
Do you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'll move to the left one also then.
To the left.
Yes.
Okay. And then.
I'll stay on.
Okay, so you're gonna move up. All right. It is the next round.
Catch the bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chase complication. All right, so there's a swarm of insects.
Where are you running there?
Is this the spider and the insects and stuff? This is all happening in like the ruined forest sort of situation with the rotting trees and all that.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Okay.
So there's all these insects. They're just everywhere. So for the next 2 rounds, everyone has disadvantage on perception checks.
Yeah. My favorite. I'm an ape. I don't care.
Can I just open my mouth and just swallow them?
Ooh.
Okay, so that's the bears go.
I mean, the bear has disadvantage on perception checks too.
He does, yeah. Oh, and if you're trying to make an attack, you got to roll perception each time you do that. But it's only a DC 10 here. It's not.
Yeah, I might start throwing ape rocks at him. But...
You could try. The bear needs to make a speed check. He does. He maintains speed. The spider. Let's make a speed check. And it actually gains up on him 1.
Wow, that's a fast spider.
Yeah, it's a really fast spider.
Yeah, especially when you roll 19. It is your go. Or actually, it could be either you or Mirrors. You're both the same distance. You can choose whatever you want.
No,
You go ahead.
I'm more than 1 space back from him, right?
You are 1 space away from him.
1 space away, so I could throw a rock, but then I'd fall further back. But throwing rocks is so fun! So the rock has 150, 100 is the range with the rock. So I could technically hit him from 1 space away,
Yeah.
but I have to roll with disadvantage.
You okay? Oh, everybody has to make a perception check right now with disadvantage first. Sorry about that.
6 plus 1 or something.
9.
17.
12.
Okay, you guys are still good. So yeah, you have to make a perception check, which is
10.
separate from the one that you just did.
Okay.
And basically, that's all that is as trees and stuff are in the way, you're trying to throw it in between it.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna try to throw a rock at him.
All right.
Do it.
I can't even gain on him unless I roll that 20. So
He can also slow down too.
the ape is like,
Yeah.
it sees this white ape sees this boulder on the ground and is just like, and tries to hit the bear in the back of the head with the thing. And that is a 17 plus 9 to hit on this thing.
That's easily gonna hit.
Wow.
Unless I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, did you have to roll a separate perception?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you did that.
I won.
You did. Oh, you did the second perception already.
Maybe I didn't.
You,
but
we
that's
did
my
a group
hit.
perception.
Yeah. Alright, this is the second perception.
Yeah.
Ah.
Did you fail?
As a 7.
Oh yeah. Okay. So he does it, and you see him throw it, and it goes flying, and it hits one of the trees.
Do I make the perception after I commit to make an attack?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
like,
you're-
I'm gonna throw this rock. Pick up this rock. I'm like, oh! But then I can't see anything.
Well, you just line up badly. Yeah.
So I do throw it.
You do.
I don't get to keep running with it. So I'm like, I can't see.
You can pick up another
It
one.
ricochets off of a tree and you catch it again.
Yeah.
Doink.
You're back.
But now he's more than one space away from me. So.
Yeah. All right, mirrors.
Okay, so as I start to gain on him, I'm going to
Entangle.
entangle,
All right, so you
do
got
my
your perception
magic
check.
wooshity woo on the back of this horse.
We should do
Oh,
woo.
shadows.
Yep.
Yeah, with my shadows. This says it's a strength save for him. Can I use my inspiration to give him disadvantage?
No.
I'll yell an insult at him to give him disadvantage.
He just comes out as.
Yeah.
What's the DC though?
15 strength.
15. Plus 5. No, he fails.
Wow.
Yeah. So he is entangled.
So the limbs of the trees start reaching out, and vines rush out of the ground and grab him by the legs.
Now you fall.
See, that's what I say to Siobhan. I say,
One space. Wow. Oh wait, no, you don't, because you're on the horse.
I am on the horse.
You're good. All right. Bo or Tinny actually, you're both. Same.
so you slowed him down with the vine?
He is restrained.
He's restrained.
Dang.
If he can't break out next round, it ends the chase.
I'll just keep trying to move up then, I guess. No, it's a 6. I'm actually gonna move back. Just getting winded.
It's all that.
So you guys should be riding horses like me.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, there you move up a space. All right. Now.
The bears.
It's a funny looking giant ape.
Okay, yeah, it is a word.
Never seen it.
Real lanky.
I would hate it if my neck was this long in real life.
All right, so
You would hate that?
you're
Yeah.
right on the edge of a grassy meadow. He needs to break free, right? What's the? Is it just another saving throw?
Isn't it a dex save against it?
Creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
Okay,
Strength check, not save.
which is exactly this strength. So,
Damn a pizza.
So that's still a strength 15 then?
yep, he fails again.
Wow.
Dang,
So
bear.
the chase is over. Now we're going to roll.
Dan, MVP.
Yeah, Dane got it. Big time.
We need to stop a giant spider from killing him.
Or do we let it kill?
Dan,
Wait, don't we need information? We're trying to.
We don't need information. We just needed
Oh,
to
they
bring
wanted
him.
a DOA? They
Yeah.
were dead or alive, right?
So,
They said preferably dead, but
Oh, snap.
Let's talk to him.
Yeah, you have your speak to people.
we have rope.
We do. Lots of rope.
all right.
Let's ask the bear where the ambassador is.
Don't you know you never eat anything here or steal it?
Spider. You guys can roll for initiative.
18.
Nice.
Kill all bears. All bears must die.
So,
13 for me.
19.
Nice.
Seems fast. Initiative.
19.
Julie.
18.
18. So fast.
I didn't give myself a rapier of warning in this game. Because Kurland decided it's too OP. I pull out a rapier of warning.
From your flesh, you just rip it right out.
Oh, I'm still an ape. So, the Great Escape.
Great escape.
12.
Alright, Bo is first.
Go boat.
I guess I'm going to rage. Because I'm pretty sure Rage would have fallen off during the chase without getting hit.
So are these all converted to 5 feet now?
Yes.
We just land there. The spider's like there.
Yep. The spider is just.
It's kind of like we came out of warp.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna Rage. Now I have 2 Rages and I attack correctly. Oh, right. I have my movement, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the giant spider, how big is that?
It's large.
Okay.
So it's really big.
Dang, okay.
Okay, that's 18 plus 2 plus
It's the same size as your horse.
8.
Yeah.
6.
Speaking of which, you should have a horse. What if I have like a horse-sized platform?
So that's a 24 to hit.
If not, I have a horse token if you want.
A horse token.
Yeah. Actually, I already set one up. Yeah.
That's a
Unless he
24
has
to hit.
something.
And
Oh, fun.
that's
Well, for him to be on it, he's going to take up a large space.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, he can do that.
Oh, nice.
and you could put that on the thing. So we know it's a horse, and it's taking up a large space,
Hey.
and he's riding it, and he's up.
It's everything.
Dang.
So that was a 24 to hit,
That's going to hit easily.
and that's 12 damage, and it's with the judge's greatsword, or the magician's judge greatsword.
Okay. As you run up, he's going, it was just a sandwich.
And I'm attacking non-lethally.
Oh, you're attacking now?
Yes.
Okay. Non-lethally. Alright.
Yes.
Good.
I'm not going for the throat.
I'm an ape, so I couldn't tell you
Turn
to
it
attack
sideways and
non-lethal.
you just try to smack him in the head. What's, how much damage was it?
It was 12 damage.
I couldn't tell you to attack non-lethally because I'm an ape, so I'm glad you decided to do that.
I have another one. Well, he said it was just for a sandwich. I think Bo kind of felt bad, but he still wants to take him in. And that's another 24 with 2 and 6. Plus 2 is 10. And 11 damage the second time.
23.
Arcalight, swimming with the Feywild?
Smack him in the head twice with your sword. He's like, oh god, it was just a sandwich, why?
I don't want to take him in. I want to ask him a question.
Julie,
Yo.
it is your turn.
Yeah, I think with my, let me see how to do this. Do. Alright. I would like to, I'm gonna use my, psychic whispers to talk to the spider
Okay.
for the next 3 hours.
Tell me about your childhood, spider.
Up to the next 3 hours, the spider and I can telepathically communicate. And then I'm gonna say, I want to kind of look at the spider. I'll move maybe a tiny bit closer to the spider and then be like, "Hi, giant spider. What are you after today?"
Flies.
Food.
Oh, we got a hungry spider, guys! Just yell out, and that is my action.
I'll take out my now mundane cookbook and flip through it for fly recipes.
Alright. That's all you did, huh?
Yeah, that's it. For this one.
That's her thing,
is
That's her thing. That's what she
Mirror's
does.
turn.
I talk to animals.
Alright, so I,
Oh wait, but does this? Oh, the spider just said food. No, I got.
Food.
you know.
Oh, sorry, no, it's the spider's turn. Actually.
Okay.
The spider's gonna run up and food this guy. Food. He will hit him. So you see it jump on it, and it just like injects these two fangs into it.
On the bear?
On the bear.
Poor bear.
The bear's like, oh no! Help me, save me!
Now I'm a sandwich.
It's like, I don't feel so good. Now it's Mir's turn.
Okay, so I order the horse to stop,
Okay.
and I'm concentrating on the entangle still, so it's about a minute. So,
Yep.
concentrating on that. And then, sorry, I was just looking up. There is. Oops. Oh, because I'm in my shadow form. Why isn't it coming up?
So
Okay,
I remember that my non-magical damage didn't do anything to the bear. Is that?
You vaguely remember that as well.
I remember that I was punching the bear and it wasn't taking any damage.
It was taking some damage, and then it was healing the damage.
I've got an intelligence of 7. So I remember that I was punching it and it wasn't accepting any damage. Did I see it get hurt when Bo stabbed it?
Yeah,
Looks harder, more hurt.
it looks more hurt.
Okay, sorry, I was just double checking. Okay, so have the horse come to a stop just to see this spider run up to it, inject this thing, and then I'm going to pull my hood off and I'm going to use Scorching Ray from my Circlet of Blasting
Okay.
on the spider.
Oh, on the spider. All right.
Make a range spell attack. Range ray.
All spiders are bad.
Spider.
So the first one is 16 to hit.
Echo, overhead.
Second one is 21 to hit. Oh,
All right, you hit it twice.
and then the second one is 14 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's 2d6 per thingy. So the first ray does 9 fire. Second ray does 9 fire. And the third one does 11 fire.
Oh, it's crispy spider. It's like and you can hear it like crackling as it stops moving.
Wow.
I mean,
You killed it.
I did.
He's
getting in our way.
Almost 30 damage right now.
Wow.
All right.
So that's my action.
It is Jake's go.
Ape.
What do I telepathically hear as it dies?
It's going. No food.
No.
Ape goes up to bear. Ape goes around front of bear. Ape takes both fists. Ape slams on bear.
Okay.
Non-lethally. Ape try to knock out bear.
All right.
That is 14 on the first hit. 14 to attack.
14 will hit.
Oh yes. And the second attack is more. 17 to hit.
That will also hit.
This ape is Russian. The ape. No, it's not. Now it's not Russian. No, it's not. The ape rises its fists risingly towards the bear. Rising its fists in the air raisingly. And the first hit, holy shit, does 22 damage. Of the non-lethal variety. Raising the other fist, hoping to crush the bear's head into non-lethal submission. The other hit does 25 damage.
Sheesh.
For a total of 54
Dang.
delicious damages. Between the 2 hits.
Wow, yeah, you guys, you're just like pummeling the crap out of it. He's like going crazy on it and smacks the crap out of the bear. So it's like, oh god, why?
Does the damage appear to stick?
I mean, as far as you can tell, you're doing some damage to it.
As I'm staring at the bear,
Yeah.
looking to see for heals or re-knitting of flesh.
You can't tell because he's taken so much already.
It appeared that it wasn't being hurt before it started.
No, it was being hurt before, but it was healing.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a slight difference. He is really messed up.
Yeah.
He's going to be trying to break out again. And he's also going to be saying, why? It was just a sandwich. He says, why are you committing so many crimes? He says, if you kill me, they're going to kill you. Hitting that once.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not escaping. All right, it is Beau's turn.
I think that. Alright, I want to steal his goggles, but I think Bo would try to tie him up now, so I'm gonna roll for it.
He's a bear, and he's entangled in
With
all
the
the stuff,
vines?
so you can't really easily get to him to tie him up. That, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wrapped in vines and branches.
I guess we just gotta knock him out then. Alright then. I'll attack recklessly again. That's 12 on the first one. These are reckless, so they're with advantage. The first one is 12 plus 2 plus 3 for proficiency is 17 plus the 1. 18 to hit.
Yeah, you're usually gonna hit.
Alright. And the first one is 2, 7 plus 2 plus 2, 11. 12 damage. And the second one is 18 or 18 plus 2. I think that's 2, 3, 5. That's 25 to hit on the second one.
Yeah, that's-
1 and 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage on the other one. So,
I feel like your dice box is like tuned to make an extra noise when it hits.
I need,
Like a
to,
cajon.
I need to put something on the bottom. It's because it's got this little gap.
Uh-huh.
So it
Makes
makes
it
it,
echo.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a percussion instrument.
Julie.
I want to try, if I have the movement, can I go around to the front of him?
Here's 30 here.
Yeah.
Can I jump over the dead spider?
Oh, you can run across the dead spider.
Yeah, can I go?
Just kind of.
Can I go on a diagonal across the
As Teeny
spider
runs
to
through,
try
she
to
just
get
kind
to the
of pushes
face?
the ashes of the spider
I'm
out of the
just
way.
like-
It's just like spider dust in the air now.
Yeah, I just want to try. I mean, what I'm aiming to do is I want to get up to his face and see if I can take his goggles off.
Go ahead, try it.
What would I roll to take? his
Just
goggles?
let's make an attack roll.
Well, if I was attacking with a,
You could use your
Is he
dexterity.
restrained? Does he have
He
advantage?
is
She has
restrained.
advantage then?
if I was doing it with a weapon, it would be a 15.
But you can roll again. too,
You're
if you have
fine.
advantage.
If you got a 15, you're already fine.
Alright.
His AC's not very high. He's got a ton of hit points, but he doesn't have a lot of AC.
I just want to. She wants to go. I'm gonna rip off his goggles.
Okay. You rip his goggles off, and you kind of see his eyes like all
No.
bugged out and wild looking.
Look at his guys. And I'm gonna
And
say, "Stop
you can
resisting!
see he's like
Stop
foaming at
resisting!"
the mouth. You're like, there's definitely something wrong with him right now. You're pretty sure that that there's toxins in his body doing things to him as well.
Why don't we have a paladin?
Ugh.
I was afraid when you pulled goggles off that his like soul was gonna slip out of his eyes. Or
Maybe.
something.
I don't know.
But the goggles are actually keeping something in. Or
I thought he was just gonna like not be a bear anymore, just turn into a guy.
Maybe.
Be like, King is trying to kill you, man. The guy's trying to kill you. He wants you dead or alive.
It was just a sandwich.
Does she notice anything about the goggles?
Yeah, that's there. I mean, I want to check.
I mean, they're really cool looking.
No, but they don't seem to have any effect on him as of yet. Of
No,
having them.
no.
not
Were they
having
like
them.
were they like over his ears, or were they behind his head on a strap?
strap.
They were like a strap too.
Were they
Yeah.
really big, like bear head sized, and
No,
too
they
big
were
for her?
actually. They were actually. No, they could
Little.
fit somebody. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You put them on?
She's gonna
put
put it
it
around her neck. Get cursed.
Yeah.
Get cursed. Yeah, the cursed goggles. The cursed goggles of bareness. So that's your turn, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go to mirrors.
Okay. I'll have the horse just come around to the side. Here, and then I'm gonna use my I'm
gonna move the spider out of the way because
Oh, yeah.
it's obliterated at this point.
I stumped it to mush.
and I'm going to call upon the shadows to launch a shadowy claw.
No, no.
Oh wait,
Yeah, you're gonna lethal him?
No.
Well, magic's always lethal.
Yeah.
Don't kill him, bro.
okay. So 8 necrotic damage.
He's dead. Now we can't touch him.
No, he's very much alive.
Yeah, so that's what you see. You see this wispy, shadowy claw shoot out of me and rip right into him.
Yeah, wraps him.
Okay, and yeah, then still concentrating on the entangle.
Sounds good. Yeah, because you don't want to break free. Jake. Start running on him.
Fucking non-lethal. Nat 20,
There.
aka 29. So I'm gonna roll this twice and then add something to it. Oh yeah, I forgot to add something to the last one. That before.
Did you really?
Yeah, before it wasn't actually 54. It was 66.
Okay. So. Alright.
Can you believe it? I did 66 fucking damage
Just with your fists.
as an ape.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me it's optimal to turn somebody else into an ape. I want to be the ape. Daddy. Alright, I'm gonna roll this twice for the crit. 15, 16, 17. 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. 26. 26 on the crit punch.
Okay.
Trying to knock him out.
Yep.
Bop. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that's easily.
Only 11 on the second punch.
Just like pounded on him. His face is getting all beat up. There's like slobber flying all over the place.
Good thing next level it's a dinosaur, so you don't have to listen to this for the whole
Then
game.
we get.
Yeah. Then you get all of
I
that.
mean, he's looking pretty beat up, but he's still going.
Me walking around my living room going.
It's his turn. He's gonna try to break free again. And fail again.
Buddy.
Wow, I'm rolling really bad. And it will be Bo's turn again.
Alright.
And he goes, if you kill me, they're gonna kill you. He says, you're not in Harrowhang. You're breaking the law just being here, Goliath.
I don't know what he means by that, but I'm gonna go for the attacks again. That's a 2 on the first one on the reckless attack. So
Wow, that's a really bad reckless attack.
they were both 2s. That's cocked. The second one is an 18 plus 2. It's like a 25 again.
That's easily.
Okay. That's 4 plus 2 from rage damage, 6, 8, and then plus 1 from the sword, 9 damage.
Are those new ones or did you have them?
I usually use them for the turtle,
Ah.
but I have them separately so they're easy to grab when I'm in a rush.
Mm.
All right. He's looking really hurt. He like goes like this, and you just see him go, boom, and smack his thing in the ground. He's like, oh wait, hits him again in the head, right in the head, and you can see like his eyes are kind of like going around in his skull. Julie.
Surrender. Surrender. Then he's just like, who will kill us? We're trying to prevent you from getting killed.
Says, why are you killing me then?
We're not killing you, we're attacking non-legally! This is a non-legal attack! This is a citizen's arrest!
He tells you Lord Victor's guards are gonna kill you.
How many lords are there on this planet? I'm just trying to persuade him to like stop, to surrender, to be like.
Oh, are you trying to? You want to try?
I want to try to persuade him.
Yeah,
to,
do a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm like, wait, it doesn't have to be like this, man. Nope.
What's your roll?
Do you have inspiration?
It's an 8. I do have inspiration. Okay, let me drop one more again. Okay, that's a 16. No.
That's 16's pretty good.
Come on, man!
He's like, I give up. You're too powerful.
I'm holding him by the face,
He's
looking
like,
in his
don't
eyes.
kill me.
Come on!
Just don't kill me.
I don't want to kill you.
Please don't kill me.
But I can't speak for these guys.
Oh, hell no.
You got it. I'll try to reason with them. Guys, he surrenders.
Well, he sounds like he gives up. If you guys want to stop beating on him.
Can I insight check?
Go ahead.
That is a 12 plus. 12 plus 0.
12. That's
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
Alright. I put my weapon down.
good enough for both.
He's like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Stop killing me.
I will, if the initiative ends and the spell wears off, I will grapple him.
He just kind of flops. And he's like, oh.
I'll grapple him though.
All right.
I'll
yeah.
pick him up and
as a
give him
BA, you
a
grapple him.
suplex.
Yeah, you suplex this, and he's just kind of like, I'm so tired. I'm just so tired.
Mirrors. What are you doing?
If you want, we can do an initiative order, or you can just, unless you guys are going to do some kind of attack thing, you can just do whatever you want at this point.
No, if Eva goes and gets him in a hold, I'll release the, unless it's ended already.
No, it hasn't ended.
Okay, so yeah, I'll release it and I'll just get an arrow ready.
Okay.
And I'll stay where I am.
All right.
All right, buddy, start talking.
He's like, what do you want to know? I'll tell you anything.
Tell me more about this sandwich. What were the circumstances?
He says, I don't know, it was just this sandwich.
Ask him what kind of sandwich it was.
What kind of sandwich was it? Where was it? Whose sandwich was it?
He says she was in Shalai.
He refers to a
A
sandwich.
sandwich
as
is a she? Are you and I talking about the same
It's like
kind
a witch
of
of
sandwich?
the desert.
He said, yeah.
Oh, a sand witch. What did you do to this witch?
I ate her.
Oh, buddy. Whose sandwich?
So Shalai
did
is
you
like
eat?
the Undermountain that
Yes,
the Fomorians are
yeah.
from. I can't talk. I'm a
And then, Tabby, in your head, you hear my voice. So the witch is inside his belly, and I start to walk towards him, and I pull out a dagger.
I know. How long ago did you eat this witch? And did you chew it in chunks or is it whole?
You know, I don't know, a couple months ago.
Yeah, no. That witch is digested. That's a digested witch. Well, tell me more about this Lord Victor's. What's going on with this guy?
He says Lord Victor. He's the leader of Broken Stone Vale.
He's the lycanthrope guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tells he's a powerful werewolf. He says he controls this domain.
You work for him?
I don't work for him. I'm just hiding out here because it's not safe for me in Harrowheim anymore.
Because of the witch.
Yeah, I guess so.
While he's restrained, while she's interrogated, I want to start rifling through his pockets and things.
Okay,
Whatever he has.
you have a sword. It's a great sword. And you find a couple things. You find 25 gold pieces and 50 copper pieces. You also find a map.
Ooh, pretty. Okay, I'll pull the great sword away and throw it on the ground. 'Cause I'm small, and I'll
Kind of drag it over and toss it to the side.
I'll pick it up.
All
I'll
right.
put it in my pack if I can.
It's a very big great sword. It won't fit in a pack.
Oh, it's like oversized, or
Yeah, it's. I mean, a great sword's already like 5-6 feet long.
Can
So
I,
it
like,
doesn't
put it on
extra-
my pack, though?
You can put it on your back if you
All
want
right,
to.
okay.
So it does an extra D4 worth of damage
No.
when a person big enough uses it. So what did he have? A bear sword,
big sword,
a map.
25 gold pieces, 50 copper, and a map, which I'm now studying.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I want to ask him, if he has any information about these missing ambassadors.
He's like, I don't know anything about any missing ambassadors. Like, what ambassadors are you looking for?
Can I see if this greatsword is the right size for an ape, a giant ape?
I mean, it's actually small for you.
Cool, like an ape dagger.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. The
What?
ape has tools.
Would it add any damage to my
Oh.
strikes? As an
No. But you could make it slashing damage instead if you want.
ape? Ooh, 3d10 plus 6 slashing damage. I play with the sword for a while, and then I give it back to you. That's with one hand because I'm still holding him with the other.
Okay, just so I can understand if the notes I wrote down mean what I think they mean. Was Titania one of the ambassadors that were supposed to go?
Titania
And,
is
no, she's the
is-
queen of the rules from the.
She's the ruler of the summer court.
Yeah.
And then why did I write these two down?
Queen of Air and Darkness is the
Yeah.
the ruler of the gloaming court.
Okay.
Gloaming?
Yeah.
But we don't know the identity of the ambassadors that were sent.
They're basically the Sealy on Sealy.
Just Sealy and Sealy ambassadors. Yeah. That's it. Then that's it.
Well, I still can't say anything because I'm married. So.
Oh, sorry. You're asking me about the ambassadors?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I hear that question being asked, I want to look up at him, and I'm going to detect thoughts,
Okay.
and I'm going to go as deep as I can go.
Okay. So it's going to require a saving throw, right?
It's a Wisdom 15 save. Could I use my inspiration to give him disadvantage?
No.
And he makes it. Got a 19.
Sick of being unable to talk. I might turn out of 8.
Okay.
I might do it.
You want to try to time up now, Bo?
Yeah. Can I try to tie him up?
Yeah, you could try.
Noticing the ape seems fidgety.
Okay. Do I roll or?
Suggest a boat. You
Yeah.
tie up the guy.
Okay.
The bear.
That's an 11 on the dice.
11. Well, you have him tied.
Okay.
Not sure how well he's tied, but he's tied.
Can I try to like super strengthen the knots with my ape strength?
No.
Can I use my inspiration on it?
Sure.
Alright.
Do you need more rope?
I might have too much rope. The other one was a 1, so we're taking the 11.
Can I try to tie him up?
Are you going to turn back first?
No, I want to keep holding him until.
All right, sure. You can do it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yay!
You just saw him try to tie him up, so.
Nope.
Okay. He made it worse.
Everybody's trying to tie him up.
If you want to try to retie him one more time, you can. I'll let you do it one more time.
Alright.
Because now the ape made it worse. No, not you.
Can
Here.
I try? Can I try now?
Yeah, you
I
try.
want to try.
All right, I'll let
What
you
am
be
I-
the last person.
What are we rolling for tying people up?
Just 1d20.
This is fucking terrible.
What did you just
I rolled
roll?
a 2.
You see her just kind of wrap
We are
it
no
around
good.
him
We are no
a
good
couple
with rope
times.
today.
On his finger.
Can I find a big rock and put it on his torso
Crush him to death.
just to keep him still?
You just slowly crush him to death.
Can I find a rock of just the right weight that it won't kill him, but it will keep him stuck?
So you're gonna get up, walk
Sisyphus.
away, and then
I'm holding him. I'm just looking around for a rock that's big enough, and then I'll look at mirrors and I'll go.
Wait, would that be
Look at
considered
the others.
an ability check?
Confused.
yeah.
Oh,
Then
no,
I can
wait.
use one of my luck points and try that one more time.
Wait, how long has
Alright,
it
that's 18.
Oh, there you go.
That's
All right.
18.
All right. This time, yeah. She's
I
she's
just
like
went.
you see her neatly make all these knots. He's all like tied
I'm
up.
supposed to be good at this shit.
Oh, you do it?
I did it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn back into Aoife.
Okay.
How long has it been
Uh,
since we started giving chase?
Probably a couple minutes.
More than 10 minutes?
No.
Okay, so I still have speak with animals, because remember I was talking to that bear.
Oh.
So I would have understood what you said.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I was saying use mold earth to like put earth on him,
Okay.
like bury him in the sand.
Okay,
up to
yeah,
his neck.
I'll attempt to do that. Just,
You're gonna try and bury him in the sand now
Yeah.
after he's been tied up.
Yeah, like when somebody's at the beach and they're like
Oh,
buried
I
in
know what
just
you're
their
talking
head.
about. He's like, you guys are actually gonna try and kill me, aren't you? You lied to me.
But I turned back into Aoife, and so you see this.
And then he says,
I'm very
yeah,
confident
when he
in
sees
the
you,
tying job I
he
just
goes,
did.
"You're here illegally too."
You basically see King Kong turn into the woman that he kidnaps.
Yeah, basically.
You see this big white ape and just sort of shrink and turn into this gorgeous blonde lady who's like sweating. Like, oh, well,
Elantrins are illegal.
that was fun.
This is illegal.
Oh, I heard you. I heard you the first time. I just wanted to say that was fun when I was punching you. So, you're a bear head sticking out of the dirt. Why don't you tell us everything you know?
I already told you everything.
Okay, number 1. Why did you eat the sandwich?
I was hungry. I was really hungry.
Number 2, why was it important to the king?
He says, I have no idea.
Insight. Low.
You think he's telling the truth. In fact, you're like, he's definitely telling you the truth, obviously.
Okay. You don't know why.
You think maybe he's not that smart.
You ate this sandwich. You don't know why it meant something to the queen. Why did you run here?
Well, not the queen, you said the king.
Yes. Why did you run here?
He said, because this is the land of the lycanthropes.
So?
I have protection here from when the guards tried to get me.
Are you a lycanthrope? Are you a therianthrope? Or are you just a bear man?
He says, I'm a werebear.
I see. You're a bear cursed with bear therianthropy.
He says our Lord says it's a gift.
How do you feel?
I say, well, I mean, I'm much stronger than a normal. Well, virtually anyone is what he says.
Do you think that the king has any other reason to want you arrested beyond your eating of the sandwich?
He says, well, I mean, it probably wasn't good that I ate the sandwich, so that's probably illegal there.
Are there many sandwiches?
He says, I don't know if there's a lot of sandwiches, but there was a lot of witches.
Where were all the witches?
He says, they're around Shalai.
What were you doing in Shalai?
He says, I was just hanging out, is what he says.
Inside.
Yeah, you can incite that one.
Fucking, he's lying, whatever I roll. Okay, hi.
Yeah, he what'd you get?
17 plus
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. He's definitely lying about that one.
Alright, I'm gonna take a dagger and like put it on him and go, tell me what I need to know!
He says, you already promised not to kill me.
That's what you need.
Echo, stop! Echo! Stop!
Tell me what I need to know.
I say, he's lying. He was on some kind of secret mission from Victor to do something in Shalai, and something to do with a bunch of witches, and one of us needs to make him talk. Aren't I right?
He says, I don't know what you're talking about.
Jump in his face. Smack. Smack. Come on, man.
I'll tell him, if you don't tell us, I'll slowly turn your skin into a wonderful coat for all four of us while you're still alive.
You're such a criminal. That's what he says.
Yes.
Yeah, you can roll an intimidation.
You're so rude.
You're so rude.
Intimidation,
Oh, that's
12.
You ain't a witch.
12?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's like, do your worst. You know what's gonna happen when they find you.
And I'll be like,
He says it's not gonna be long. When they get here, if I tell them to, you're dead.
all right,
You won't be able to hide.
I'm sorry, you're right. Let's work together against the king. Does anyone have any hot beverages for this bear?
Playing good got back up all by yourself.
Where is I have all these seasons, you know. You don't know what to expect
all
from me.
happening 17.
I'll give him some water from my water skin, and I'll say, you know what? This king, this giant king, is truly evil. Let's work together to take down this king. Come now.
He says, I don't know, is he really that bad?
I'm gonna take some rose petals that I have in my inventory and just kind of sprinkle them over his head.
Can I insight that on his, like, is he really that bad?
Yeah.
I want to. That would be a 26.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Oh.
Well, if you like him so much, why were you sneaking around in his land?
Wasn't sneaking. I was allowed there. That's where I lived.
So you don't want to help us take down the king?
He says, that seems really dangerous, is what he tells you.
Actually, we're looking for someone to fight the king. Would you like to do that?
He says, oh no, that'd be suicide.
Well, dear friend, let's work together to accomplish your goals. What are they?
To live free?
All right. Well, I guess we should let him go then.
You're lying, right? Because we still need to bring him back to the guard guy. We did kind of make a promise with him, and we said we shouldn't do those because they're bad here.
You know the king is our enemy, don't you?
I look towards
I
Muse.
don't know what the hell's going on in this. Like, ever since we
tell
went
you.
through a fate portal, life's all topsy-turvy. Everybody's good, bad.
The king is evil. We don't actually work for the king. We're just doing it to get in his good graces.
Well, we're also doing it because there's an imprisoned lady back there, I guess.
Yes, that's also of my race, yes. And therefore important to me.
So, so we should...
So, dear friend bear, person who also dislikes the king. He
likes the king, he just said. He said, is he really that bad? And he meant it.
Hold on.
Okay.
The king sent us to kill you.
He says, why?
Or bring him back. Or bring you back. So we can either do that, bring you back, where he'll probably kill you.
Well, completely technically, it was the king's guard that told us to do it, not the king.
Or...
And he also said prefers dead, but we thought you ate like a normal,
So
like
maybe
a
the
sandwich
witch was
not a
his
witch person
friend.
sandwich. So we captured you, and we're gonna leave it up to them, I think.
we can bring you back.
And they'll kill me.
Or you and we can work together to accomplish some interesting goals of yours.
Maybe he could get Lord Victor to fight the king.
The other piece of information they'd be real interested in is the location of these ambassadors.
I don't know anything about any ambassadors.
Sealy, unsealy, that mean anything to you?
How close are you
He
to?
says, yes, it does.
How close are you to Lord Victor?
He says, I've never met him.
But yet you're so sure he'd protect you.
He says that's one of the rules of the land.
Insight check.
Is there any
He
rule of the
doesn't know
land? Any rule of the land that can?
15.
Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Any rule of the land that can make Lord Victor fight the king?
He's like, I don't know. He says the rules, he says Victor's rules are that no non-lycanthrope can attack the lycanthrope, that might is right, and that no Goliaths, Eladrins, or Fomorians will trespass on this land.
Well, good to know he's a racist. And so you like Lord Victor?
He's like, I mean, he seems inviting.
Can you pass your like werebearness to people?
I've never tried. I don't know.
I mean, that could be a way to get around the racial divide.
Would you like to bite us?
Do you want me to bite you?
Bo?
It's on the table, I guess.
Would you like to infect Bo with
I put
bear
my hand in his
entropy?
mouth.
He says, "Is that how it works?"
I've got no idea.
Well, we don't know, do you?
He tells you he doesn't know. He says, "I was born this way."
I'll still put my hand in his mouth.
You all right. You stick your hand in his mouth. You want him to bite you?
Yeah.
He's like, "You sure you want me to bite you?"
Well,
Keep acting your arm. You sure you want me to bite you?
Yeah, don't chomp my arm off, but we'll try it. We'll see if that does something.
All right. You take 16 damage.
Okay.
Bo, how you feeling?
He nipped me pretty bad. I still feel the same, except my hand hurts, I think.
You see his hands like all bleeding.
Can I,
Does he have any blood like on him from his injuries or has he healed up?
He seems to be healing.
can I think about everything I've read in the magic books and stuff and try to figure
You
out...
can do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arcana check, and just let me know what you want to know.
I hand you a. They reach hand you a healing
It'll
potion.
be like a 24.
I don't think I'd use it.
So,
Oh, okay.
I have 91 health still, so...
Oh, okay. You're.
how do I think this stuff is spread?
You normally you think it's through some kind of injury or something, but you also aren't sure if it works the same way here as it does other places.
I definitely don't think he's infected, right?
You're not sure.
Like
With a 24, I'm not
smear it
sure.
on your blood. Smear it on his bloody spot.
Well, I mean, it takes a long time normally.
Well, speaking of Arcana checks, can I check out her goggles and see what's going on with them?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Do you have Identify or?
I've got a magnifying glass that casts Identify once a day.
Yeah, you could use
but-
your magnifying glass if you want.
But maybe I could just, like, see if they're magicals, get some general idea about
detect
them.
magic?
Yeah?
Yeah, if you want to detect magic, you can try.
Sure. Well, now that you reminded me that I have Detect Magic, I'm just going to cast it all the time. Sure, I'll slowly, over a period of 10 minutes, cast Detect Magic.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything while
I want
is sitting there meditating for 10 minutes?
So after studying this, and him mentioning that they're gonna find you, I want to be on the lookout now.
Okay.
Just be extra perceptive. If I hear anything.
Yeah. You're right on the edge of the woods, and you're kind of on an open field. You can see the sun is just starting to peek up on the horizon.
I'll go ahead and use my magnifying glass.
Okay.
And cast Identify.
All right. When you do that, you find out they are goggles of night.
Looks like you can see in the dark now.
Hey!
Look at the bear. You didn't have night vision.
He says, "No, I've got night blindness."
Poor
Don't
guy.
you already have a pair of
I have
dark
a-
vision goggles?
No, I have a Eyes of the Eagle that just gives me advantage on wisdom checks.
Oh.
So now I'm gonna have goggles with these eagle goggles on top of my goggles. I'm just gonna have
Double goggles.
deep glasses going on. Does he? Did you know anything about this Ladrin queen that's locked up in the castle?
He says, "I've only heard rumors."
What do you hear? Tell me everything.
He says, "I think her name's Lucra, right? Queen Lucra."
I don't know. I'm new here.
Lucra. Have I ever heard of that?
No.
Have I?
No. None of you have heard the name.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have heard of much. But he might.
And what'd you hear about her?
Just that he's kept her there for a very long time. He says, I don't know how long. I mean, when was the war? The war between the Fomorians and the Eladrin a couple thousand years ago?
He's had her in jail for thousands of years.
That's what he says.
And she's not in love with him yet.
Yeah. He's
Co-figure.
right, yeah.
After committing that map
Jesus.
to memory, I hand it to
All
Eva.
So, I'm still confused about, what we're truly trying to do. I mean, we could just bring the bear back to the king and get in the king's good graces, and...
It was for the guard. We were going to give it to the guard. The guard was going to deliver our message to the queen, and then we were going to see or talk to her, communicate with her, in order to figure out what it would take to get her to fall in love with the king. That was our plan until, probably new recent findings.
Well, the bear hasn't really given us anything to go on new.
No.
He told us about Lord Victor and his rules. He told us about why he was arrested. He has been hiding why he was hanging out with a bunch of witches in Shalai, and what he was really up to, and why he ate the sandwich. So it'd be nice to find that out. Mears, can you try to detect his thoughts one more time when I ask him the right question? Okay, bear friend. So, being that you and we both don't like the king, and we do like Victor, and that the king is bad and all that, why'd you eat a sandwich, and what were you doing with all those witches?
Detect thoughts.
I'll let you deal with that. Okay. He's like, I was so hungry, and then he just says, I was so hungry, I couldn't find work, and I just went feral.
And he's detecting thoughts?
Yeah.
What do I do on the surface level?
That's basically on the surface level, and in it you can kind of see, like, on a surface level you can kind of see him just kind of hulking through the streets, like, you just hear him going, so hungry, need flesh.
Okay, I'm gonna try to probe deeper.
All right. What's the save?
Wisdom 15.
All right. He fails this time. What
Sweet.
would you like to know?
Just more about this incident.
Okay, so it seems like he wasn't able to find work there, and he had gone without eating for a while, and he couldn't find food, and he was trying to he tried to steal from the fungus forest, and they stopped him, and then he was just so hungry that he went and he saw this witch, and he just attacked her.
So he wasn't being controlled or anything. He really was just.
Yeah. And it was during a full moon.
Okay. And then, as I'm deeper into his subconscious, how is he feeling right now with all of us here?
He's scared.
Scared of us, or scared of where we might take him?
Essentially. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So while you're inside there,
Why don't you tell us about this map?
So I relay all that to you telepathically. Like, no, yeah, he really was hungry, not controlled, just lost control, trying to look for work.
but where are all these witches?
Says they were in Shalai. He says they're all over the place. He says you didn't see them? Have you been there?
No.
There's witches everywhere there.
Are there a bunch of sand witches? Is there a lot of sand there?
No. He says there's all kinds of witches there.
What other kinds?
He says blood witches. He says there's hags, green hags.
Oh.
He says there's all kinds of witches all over the place there.
As I'm probing, since he failed, I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
He's worried over what you guys are going to do, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up with this map?
What's up with this map? What's up with this dot between these two places?
He says, I think that's a road. That's what he tells you. He's like, I had that map when I decided to come here.
Insight.
Okay.
I'm so suspicious
Yeah, this
about
is,
everything this guy says.
this thing lasts
25.
Huh?
So this lasts for 1 minute. Does anything pop up when she asks that?
Give him the stink eye.
He just says that he stole the map and came over here.
Well,
He thought it would help him find his directions.
and that's where you're from? You're from Harrowhead? You're from,
Yeah, he's from Harrowham. That's what he told you.
you're from Shalai?
He
From
says,
Harrowham?
No, he's from Harrowham. That's what he says.
Well,
But July's where you ate the sandwich.
Yes.
Why did you go to Flavorton?
He says, I've never... Flavorton.
Yeah, it's got a
He says
corner-
Flavor-
Flavor Town.
He says Flavorton, he says, I've never been there. I think it's only popped up recently, is what he says. I don't know a lot about Flavorton.
Why did you carry this map?
He said I used it to come here.
Flavored.
Flavorton.
Oh, there it is.
It's only recently come up.
And I say to you, he sounds innocent.
He does.
He did eat a whole person.
And
Yes.
useless!
Well, friend, can you give us a good reason to not bring you back to the king?
He says, well, if you... One, you gotta drag me out of here. One way or another. And I'm heavy, is what he says.
And I pat the horse.
And then it's a lot heavier than a horse. He's the size of a very large grizzly bear. And then he says, two, if they catch you on the way out, you're dead.
I rummage through my pockets.
The elephant?
The elephant.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
It's better than my idea of putting part of him on the magic carpet.
Half on the horse, half on the carpet. Everybody can't push from the bed.
But he says, plus he said you weren't going to kill me, and if you take me back, they'll kill me.
Well, that's not us killing you.
Well,
Semantics.
Somehow-
What's happening?
somehow all of this connects to me finding my father, so let's go.
He says, who's your father?
Who's your father?
Wait, one other question, sir. Sorry to interrupt. You ever heard about an archfey named Disaster?
Does that? No, he has not heard of anyone named Disaster.
Have you ever heard of anyone with the last name Cavier or Galailo?
No, he has not.
Well, there you go.
Useless!
He says, I don't know, sorry.
There's summer.
I'm so sorry.
Rubbing off on
Let's go. Let's get this murderer back to court.
Well, evidently we're gonna die. Taking
He
him out of
ate
here
a
when we're
person.
attacked by a were.
You ate a person.
This is just a sandwich.
Was she a human or a fey hag?
So, like a witch.
Ask if she was delicious.
Was she delicious?
I don't remember.
Let's go.
You don't
shall
even
we-
have the
shall we put him on the
dignity to
elephant?
remember what she tasted like.
We can use the elephant?
Does it only work once?
No.
Works every day, forever.
What are you when you're not a werebear?
He says, I'm always a werebear.
I mean, do you transform into just a human-looking person?
He says, why would I do that?
Well, you know, most were creatures, they are a human-looking person, a hybrid-looking thing, and then a total bear.
He says that not around here they aren't.
That's good information, though.
They just stay as, like, animal people?
Usually. Unless they want to sneak around.
Ah, so
So
you
you're
can
saying
turn
you
into
can.
a person.
He says, yeah, but why would I?
So it'd be easier for us to carry you. I'll tell you what. You turn into a person, you come back with us. We're going to give you to one of the king's guards so we can figure out how to free the queen. But we'll get you released.
What happens if they kill me in the meantime?
They won't kill you in the meantime. We'll protect you.
Look, we'll give you a
You'll
hint.
protect me from the king's guards.
No,
Look.
but we'll let you know.
Wait.
They are in a good mood right now. They're in a really good mood right now. So if we get there quick, it'll be a lot better chance.
We
of you
will. We will protect you. Yes. We made an agreement, and the agreement involves returning you to someone. And as soon as we do that, we'll have fulfilled our agreement, and then we can just protect you, take you away again.
Do you promise to take me away?
I promise.
All right.
Wait.
That's how we got into this mess. Making promises.
What? I was.
Wait, we have.
I was hoping to roll a deception check at some point. but it's just I promise. Now I'm fucked.
Gah,
Great.
we have 3 bear carcasses. We could have used those.
Yeah, but it's too late. I promised.
This is accurate. We could put the goggles on another bear carcass.
It's not gonna look like a werebear though. They're gonna know. I'll ask him. Is there any way we could make one of your bear friends look like it was you?
You could try.
I know, but is there a way to make it look convincing? What are the differences?
I mean, just look at my face, and then we can go back and look at their faces. You got any makeup? Maybe you can use some makeup.
Why are you so stupid, bear? Let's take him back to the other bears and compare.
Compare the bear.
Yeah.
I swear.
Let's take it. Will you come back with us to the other bears so we
Let's
can
feel the
compare
bear.
them and
Is
see
that
if we
short
can
hair?
dress one of them up as you?
Sure, you gonna untie me?
No. But if we can do it, we might.
Sure.
All right, come on. I promise this will be an easy walk. And then we'll go back to the bear carcasses.
Okay. Well, he's tied up. He can't move.
Well, he's not glued to the ground.
Well, we can
She-
untie a little bit, like where his feet are,
Okay.
but then gonna make it like a leash.
Okay.
Could the horse potentially drag him?
Yeah.
He'll heal it. He'll heal
You
it.
could try. You could
Let's
try.
let him walk. Let him walk. Please, I'm gonna try to
We
arrange.
don't-
I want to adjust the rope so
Okay.
that his top
Yeah,
half
sure.
is all
So
tied
it's-
up like
it's
a
just-
sausage.
You just try to tie up his.
Yeah, he's all like.
All right. Yeah. All right.
We can all stand around him.
And yeah, as you do that, and
What do you go slow?
as he
gets
towers
little
over
steps.
everybody, walking along.
Yeah.
I'll hop up back on my horse and I'll lead the way.
All right, so we go back to the dead bears.
Yeah.
Are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay. I want to
There's-
analyze what the difference is.
All right. Well, I mean,
I will help.
there's. Let's do an investigation.
I will help with that. Oh,
I can
this
help
lasts
with
for
that.
24 hours.
Okay.
Reverse back to 3, and then we can't use it again for 7 days.
18 plus 8, 26.
That's playing. I mean, one of them looks pretty close. You're thinking the one that's burned is probably the one that looks closest. One of the burned ones.
And the wyvern has no, like, scars or any kind of identifiable
He
features.
does have a scar, but it's burned there. He has a scar under one eye, but the bear, one of the dead bears, is burned on its face over there, so you wouldn't be able to tell.
And they look similar enough in shape.
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
think they were
they're definitely. I mean, they're all the same size bears.
We
Is there
get
any kind of-
plausible deniability if we just say it was a bear with goggles?
Is there any kind of
But we can't
magical
inside the
signature to this guy that is not present on the bears?
Like with detect magic now, you can't detect it.
That is.
All right.
castle. Aoife,
So-
we
We
can't
can't
lie
lie
inside the
inside
castle.
the castle.
It doesn't matter. We can say,
Here's a bear with goggles.
we can say, we captured the suspect. We killed the bears. We've brought you back a dead bear, etc. Bear friend, will I have fulfilled my promise if we just bring him back a dead bear in your place? Or do I actually have to bring you back, give them to them, and then take you away from them?
No, that's fine. You're letting me go. Yeah, that would fulfill the promise.
What do you say? Should we try bringing back this dead bear and just be very careful about what we say while we're in the zone of truth?
Depends on what
I
they
think
ask
this-
us.
I think this sounds like a lot more trouble than just dragging this guy to the castle.
Well, apparently I already promised that I'd free him, so now we're just gonna have to immediately free him.
Well, I think it's the idea of the king or the guards being mad at us about a promise versus
This
this
guy.
bear. Yeah, who I mean, sorry to say, dude.
Mears, what happens if I don't keep a promise in the Feywild?
Well, you were saying before you were going to take him in and then protect him from over there. 'Twas your promise. You have a promise to set him free right here and now.
Look in the index for promises. What do you want to do there?
I'm just flummoxed on similarly on what exactly where our directives lie, because
But here we go.
bringing this thing back to the guy to get communication with the queen to try to get her to fall in love with the king sounds horrible in many ways. And then we still have no information about where the ambassadors were, which was the piece of information that would make the king happy, another piece of information that would make him happy. We still don't know who. Well, you got your family, we got your family, and trying to find those areas. You know what we're going with. No, now we got this map with a lot more areas to go.
But we don't
I'm
know
not too
why
keen.
we're trying to go there.
I don't know.
We could stop disaster, but we haven't heard anything about him.
No.
We could just go try to find my family or his family.
Right. Like those personally sound more appealing to me than going back and doing gigs for the king, it's probably not going to go very well anyway.
We could also find a portal back home.
There's that. There's
He says you're looking for a portal back home. Where are you from? He says you're not from here.
Oh, he wouldn't have heard me say that.
Oh, is this all in your head?
Well,
not me.
everyone?
I mean my.
Oh, okay. Well,
I would be-
she also said there's also a portal back home.
Yeah, he's. She
Oh.
said it.
And Eva, I tell you that breaking a promise is like telling a lie, and lies are thought of as very illegal and very wrong in the Fae.
Well, we've done many
So,
illegal and wrong
You would
things.
be considered a criminal.
Whoop-de-doo.
You could even be executed over a broken promise.
Oh,
Whoop-de-doo. To be executed for asking a question as well.
That's true. It's very off with your head here.
Shai-le-duke. Smoke. We can use a sending stone to talk to Buster. Well, yeah, there's all these places to go, but I'm not sure exactly what we need to do here. So, my family is allegedly dead. Disaster is apparently related to me. We haven't seen him. And I learned in the archives that both my mother and my father are dead. Gwenflam Galailo. Murdered while stopping a Fey napping. Did I learn that Ira is dead in the archives?
That's your father?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also dead.
So I learned that both of them are dead. So the only people here that I know of that I'm related to are the Bramble Queen is somebody's mother.
Disasters.
So Disaster and his mother are here. And did I have any other siblings?
No.
So the only
What?
family I have to connect with here is Disaster, really. And then your family, your clan was sent where? Back to the material plane, scattered everywhere?
From the sounds of it, everything we found in the library that mentioned my family name sounds like it happened hundreds of years ago, from what I remember.
Right, and the people, the Goliaths that we talked to,
Kind of like cousins, I guess, from part of the clan that didn't go back to the material plane and stayed in this area.
And lived underground.
Yeah.
well,
Ask if he knows of any Fey crossings.
of the bear? Bear, you know any, what's your name, by the way?
Bob. Bob the bear.
Pop there.
I'm pretty sure he told us
His
the
name
name,
was
and it was
Winsley
not.
Deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that not your
we
name?
knew your name when we came here, Winsley Deaf.
Oh, that's my last name.
Bob Winsley Deaf.
The bear.
The bear.
Bear, do you know of any Fey crossings?
He says, no, not personally. I mean, it's usually the Fae that use those.
Isn't everyone here a Fey?
No.
Do you know of any where
He
crossings?
says, I don't look like a Fae. I'm pretty sure he's not a Fae. He's pointing at Bo.
Okay. Well,
He does say that Victor has portals, though. Lots of portals.
oh. Well, freeing the imprisoned Eladrin Queen sounds like a smart thing to do. Rather than and we'd find out more information about that if we get a note to her.
Yes.
And this bear is a murderer, worthy of coming up on his crimes.
Yes.
So let's throw that bear on an elephant and bring him home to the king and see what happens.
He says, I thought you were going to use the head of the dead bear. Isn't that the plan, guys?
How about this terrible idea? You put the goggles on the dead bear, but take this one with us too as backup, as his accomplice.
I'll tell you what.
Then if the dead one passes,
I'll tell you what. What if you come with us and hide somewhere, and then if this doesn't work with the head of the dead bear, we'll go get you and use you instead.
And can you not change shape or something? Did we?
Yeah, you already told us you could turn into a human, so
Watch it.
I've never tried it before.
Oh, you got a nice trip back to the castle to practice.
take a stab at it.
He says, all right. That's exactly what he does. He starts doing that. He's like, change. Change. He doesn't seem to be able to change.
Smack him.
Useless! We're trying to help him, man!
He's not trying my hardest. I don't know how this works.
Alright, I guess we break out the elephant. We only get to do it once, or what?
Once, and then it takes 7 days to recharge you.
I'm looking at it, and then I tell you, it'll last for 24 hours. And then it'll change back, and we can't use it for 7 days.
Oh, 7 days is so long. What do you think? You want to? Make it easier.
I want to see what an elephant looks like.
Let's do it. I think it probably looks like that thing in your hand.
So I whisper a few things and I throw it on the ground.
All right.
I push him on top of it really quick.
Suddenly changes into this giant. You push the bear on top of it.
I want to try to push the bear on it before it becomes a full elephant. It's gonna be hard to get him up there.
He just kind of falls over onto this elephant, and then he falls off the elephant as it turns into this giant white elephant. That looks like it's made out of stone, but it's still fleshy.
Ooh.
Hello, elephant. Can you still talk to it?
Yeah. I think you guys can too.
Hello, elephant. We mean you no harm.
Yeah, friendly to you and your companions. It understands your languages and obeys your spoken commands.
Elephant, harmlessly put this bear on your back.
Kind of wraps its trunk around and sets it on its back.
Take care of him.
Goes like this with this.
Should we all get on the elephant?
Elephant, grab this other bear that looks like that bear.
Wraps its trunk around it.
No, right.
I'm gonna get on my flying disc next to the elephant.
I'm still on my
ride
horse.
The elephant.
What?
Bo
Can I climb
wants
on
to
the
ride the
elephant?
elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo was like, you're right. He gets up on
He's
the
like,
elephant.
up,
Yeah.
Upsies.
Elephant grabs me
There's
by
this
the
bear
trunk.
that's tied up like this on the top, and Bo's kind of sitting there.
I'll get on the carpet with you.
I'm on my pony.
The metal disc.
Yes, the
What?
little
I'm on my
disc.
horse
And
still.
you're on your horse. All right.
Yeah, whenever I say magic carpet, I think
Yeah.
metal disc.
Metal
I'm
disc.
thinking of a metal disc.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start riding out.
Brrrr.
All right. You guys
I will
slowly start
scan
walking
the-
out.
So, do we have a safe place to put the real bear while we go deliver the fake bear?
One of us could stay behind and keep an eye on him, I guess.
But, where? We don't really have a place, do we? We had that roadside camp. We have the cow farm.
I could bury him in dirt.
We could bury him in dirt again.
Well, that's a good way to keep him from running away.
And then
But we need a safe place for his head to be so that no one came along and killed him.
I could put like
Straw.
our backpacks in a circle around his head.
Just bury him in a random place in the woods and put something over his head and tell him we'll be back later.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, that's the best idea so far, honestly.
We could get a bucket and poke some holes in it.
Yes. Yes. Just hope no one who loves drowning bears comes along and lifts up the bucket. Well, good enough. Riding along.
All right. So which way are you headed?
Back towards
Oh, yeah, I'll lead the way back to
Okay.
the way we came.
river.
Do a survival check. Probably, you can probably get it from you. So.
Okay. Survival.
Okay, now I want to ride.
Huh?
Now I want to ride.
Yay.
21 survival.
All right. Yeah, easily. You follow the broken branches and smashed trees and stuff from the giant ape.
I'm still trying to be aware of anyone coming after us.
Yeah, yeah. You were already at the camp, so you're just heading south. So as you start getting towards the border, you can see what appear to be 3 knights kind of looking around. One has a lance, and the 2 others have. They're very large. They're probably about 7 foot tall knights.
On horseback?
No, they're just walking. One has a lance, and one has a halberd, and one has a great sword.
Do they look like the Fomorians?
No. Nothing
No.
like the Fomorians.
Okay.
And they're on this side of the border.
Yes.
Eva, there's some knights up ahead.
Well, they probably work for King Victor. Does anyone have anything to throw over the bears? Cloak? Did we use a cloak? What did we hang off the sides of my disc on that rainy day? Nothing?
Maybe our bedrolls.
I think those are bedrolls.
I have a cloak of many colors.
I have those scarves
Oh yeah, the scarves.
Scarves that I bought.
I have my
Five
have my-
scarves.
cloak, but I won't be able to change its texture or anything unless I'm wearing it.
Well, I think we can put our bedrolls and the colorful scarves on top of the dead bear and the live bear. Can anybody make the bear be quiet? Bear, can you be quiet?
Why do you want me to be quiet?
Bo, hold his muzzle.
Bear, can you promise me not to say anything for the next hour?
Tinny,
Yep.
you, actually you and Mirrors, you notice that one of them seems to be pointing at the ground with its lance, and then another one seems to be going like this with its head. And as you do that, you, because you have eyes of the eagle, can see as it turns that the face is elongated and wolf-shaped.
Oh. These
And
guys.
it looks like it's sniffing something.
Oh boy. Looks like we've got giant wolf guards.
Well, we need to cover up this bear so that we can tell him that we're just humble traders trading in scarves and bedrolls.
Well, we gotta do something about the smell then too. Cause they're sniffing.
Well, we could tell him we were bear hunting.
Yes. Is that illegal here? 'Cause I think our beer presence is gonna be a problem.
Oh yes, someone cast disguise Eladrin on me. I'm gonna wrap my one of my colored scarves around my head,
Okay.
my face to cover my ears.
Alright.
And I'll put our bedrolls and the rest of the colored scarves on top of the bears, and I'll
How
I'll
close are we?
ask Bo to tie the bear's mouth shut.
I can
will try my
shapeshift
best.
into a bear, but put on goggles, but I'll look like a little version of him.
You could shapeshift into a
I think I could. Well, it would be like
Oh.
a humanoid bear, right?
shapeshift into a bunny rabbit therianthrope.
you
said the-
something I don't know if that's true. I think I have to have seen it.
Shapeshift
Guards
into
are
a bunny
sniffing.
rabbit. A wereback.
Guards are sniffing.
Yes, the guards
Yeah.
are sniffing.
Guards are sniffing.
Okay.
I'm gonna let out a
I
big
look behind
fart
us
on
at
bears.
the pile of bears, and I whisk my hand like this as I druidcraft make it smell like a skunk.
Whoa.
Ah, okay.
Great. Can you just gag it, though? You gotta gag the bear. Bob, he's gonna say something when we get over there.
I gotta gag the bear?
One of you two has
I'll
to gag
gag it.
You're
I'll
up
gag it.
there. Not up there, I'm with you.
What do I need to do to gag it?
Rope, mouth, scarf, mouth,
Rope, mouth, cloth,
duct tape.
hold muzzle,
That's a 19.
Okay, so you're trying to
gag the
you're trying to
bear.
gag the bear.
Yeah.
When you do that, he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
Gag the bear.
And when that happens, you see all three of them turn in your direction.
Then I just start yelling, "Ah! Ah! Ah!"
Oh, just finish gagging him and you
He
be
gags
a
it.
were-bunny. Be a were-bunny and you can vouch for us.
Have I seen a werebunny? I don't.
No, just
Why do we gotta make it confusing? Just be a werebear.
just
Yeah,
be a
little
small be a werebear cub.
Yeah, werebear cub.
Do it. And I've got the scarf wrapped around my head. What about you? Are you safe here?
Yeah, I mean I'm still technically in my shadow form,
Shadow Kenku?
so I'm just casting
All right, here we go.
I'll also put a scarf all around my face.
So they start walking in your direction, and you're coming. So you're going to come towards them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep going in the direction we're going, but I'm sure they're gonna head towards us.
Yeah. They're going to head towards you as you are exiting the woods
Who's-
towards the river.
Who's actually good at deceiving? You are?
I'm pretty good. I have expertise in deception.
Mears, do you want to talk for us?
So they start
Yeah, I
approaching.
have pretty good deception and performance.
I
And persuasion, actually.
I can help.
But I also can't talk.
I can probably
but
stealth
he can't
better
talk
than
to
I
them,
can
yes.
deceive.
So he can help you.
You can help me.
Yeah.
Alright, we're riding. They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming right towards you.
Can I,
Walking towards you.
Can I, the bears and stuff are under bedrolls and stuff. Can I try to hide with them, like stealth, just on the elephant under the bedrolls?
Sure, you can stealth with disadvantage on top of the giant white elephant.
Did you?
Disadvantage, okay.
No, I'm not suspicious at all.
I have a +5, so that is, that's a 10 if the other one's higher. That is a 6, no.
So he's like this.
Yeah.
Well, you can cover your face at least.
Yeah. I wanted to put the scarf around my whole face before I decided to try and hide under the
All
thing.
right, so as you walk forward, and they're walking towards you, they kind of stroll up and stop, and one puts its lance down and says, "Halt," just quietly. Doesn't even look at you. Says, "What's your business here?"
I'm gonna cast psychic whispers on Aoife so you can telepathically communicate with me while you're hiding your face.
Okay.
And
So he's like, oh shit.
what are you doing here? What's your business?
Oh, just rounding up some stuff for the mission.
We're humble
What's
traders.
your mission?
We're humble traders returning.
Humble traders, just getting the goods together to trade.
Oh, really? What kind of goods do you have on you?
But mostly bed rolls. We go around find abandoned bed rolls and
Oh, really?
scarves. Yeah,
Bed rolls and scarves,
they're
huh?
big business.
Oh.
Business in the.
Big business, eh?
You know, it's hard times. It's tough to find work.
What,
My buddy was trying to find work in town. Couldn't even find work. He had to come back.
where'd the elephant come from?
Oh, it's the craziest thing. You know, one of those magic people just gave it for transport. Every once in a while, we can make
Just gave it to you, huh?
Yeah, well, in a game of chance, you know.
Right. They kind of look at each other. And they go, "Why do you guys smell like skunks?"
Oh well, we were camped out and we got attacked in the night by a whole mob.
Skunks left scarves.
Skunks are always trying to get in the bed clothes and stuff. They like to. It's warm, so they're always trying to get in there at night. And there's nothing worse than waking up with a skunk in your sack.
And then one of them kind of elbows the other one and goes, "Why don't you show us some of your bedrolls that are for sale? Maybe we'll want to buy one."
You guys, you look a little big for my bedrolls.
Let's take a look.
Ah, well, all right.
And I reach into my pocket and I pull out my bedroll.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. That was probably the freshest one we got. Didn't get skunked in the night.
What's in this pile on the elephant?
Skunked bedrolls.
The skunked bag rolls. That's the skunked
And
ones.
when you hand him the thing, he's like, "No, this smells much more like skunk than any of you do."
Yeah.
And he hands it back.
Oh well. Yeah. Well, the ones up there is it's a little tough to grab those up there because you might see them a little down low.
We could take it down pretty easily.
Oh, you? All right. Well, there's a little bit of what? I mean, how much would you think? How much would you pay for a bedroll? Because
What's that over there?
What's that over there?
Okay, you can make a deception.
What's going on behind you?
You got help.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Jesus Christ. Alright, that's gonna be a dirty 20, I think. Yeah, dirty 20.
Yay!
Jesus. Dirty 20.
They all look over. What's over there? What are you
And while they're
talking
looking, Druidcraft make some of the bushes and stuff move.
What's the range on it?
Druidcraft? I believe it's 30 feet. 30 feet, yeah.
Can I rearrange the bedrolls while they're looking away so that there's one that I can actually take off
You're
it?
gonna fly
You
up there.
Elevator up.
Yeah, I'm floating next to the elephant the whole time.
Okay, all right, sure. You can try and rearrange it.
So I want to rearrange it so that it's still covering the bears, but there's I can show them a bedroll, and then when they turn back, I'll just sort of float down on the disc and then display the bedroll to them. I'll show them that it's coming off the elephant and down and display it.
Interesting. This is all the bedrolls you got? Just they're all like this?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like why is there
The skunk stole them.
why is there blood on this bedroll?
Oh,
Skunk attack.
skunks, I
Skunk
tell you,
stole
there
them.
was the skunks. They were vicious creatures, nails, teeth, you know.
Where skunks?
And were skunks even, and maybe, I don't know, but not really. I would never attack a were animal.
They're like, all right.
That's my kin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right. Well, carry on your business. They start walking in the just walking down the river.
Thank you for your service.
Lily rolled a nat 1.
We're like Ocean's 11 up here.
Has the bear been flopping around already?
He's just kind of moving every once in a
Those
while, but you can't really tell me he's on top of a
Trying to
big
look like
elephant.
he's relaxing.
Well, elephant kind of sways a little too, so.
All right, let's peel out.
Moving on.
Like the Cybertruck.
So you get up to the Cybertruck up to the murky water.
I'll do the same I did before, and I'll part the water with the shape water,
Okay.
so we can go through.
All right. Yeah, the elephant's pretty big, so it's not going to get swept by any water.
Can I come out now, guys?
You're gonna come out for a breath, Bo.
Yeah, I'll unwind my mouth.
All right.
Well, that was a close one.
Oh no, I had that in the bag. No problem.
That sounded really bad from in there, guys, but I should have trusted you.
I could tell by their eyes they were buying it all. Buying the secret.
Well, we could have killed him, but it's more fun to kill him with lies. What form are you in right now?
I look like a tiny little werebear.
Oh, yeah. A little werecub trader.
Yeah, a little wet.
Sun bears, I think they're called. The really small
Yeah,
breed
yeah.
of bear.
Or like the size of Ted, that like stuffed animal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we ride across the river and
Hey, make it to the
back
other side.
into
It's
the
much nicer looking on this side.
place.
You're actually shocked at how lush and green this area is compared to the other side.
Oh,
I'll,
never thought I'd be happy to see this place again.
let's leave the bear gagged so that he doesn't yell when he's buried up to his neck in sand in earth. Let's find a good place to bury him that's sort of close to the city but not seen, somewhere in the forest. Can you find a place that doesn't look populated, that nobody will see us doing it, and nobody will come by and look under the bucket?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Do we have anything to mark the spot so that we don't lose him, and then he just dies of starvation in the woods?
I won't forget where he is.
Oh,
We can mark it on his little map.
no, it's fine. He won't forget, so that's good. I might forget. I'm a bit absent-minded.
Well, let's not let him get killed then.
How'd you roll on the survival?
Oh. Oops.
So as
21.
mirrors, as you're looking around, survivaling, You and Tinny both notice there's an old frail man who's naked, who's trying to sneak away from where you guys are.
What are we in the process of doing?
You guys were talking to each other and looking for
a spot.
To bury him, and you see there's a naked, kind of frail-looking, skinny old man trying to sneak away from where you are.
But were we like riding on the elephant looking around, or had we stopped him and we were standing around looking?
You guys are on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, we're...
Because you're trying to find a
enough
spot,
to-
and you're trying to
Do you guys tell
dig
us?
a hole.
Listen up,
Is it a human?
friends,
Uh-huh.
countrymen.
Did
There's a
tell us
naked
there's
old
a
man
naked
over
old
there.
man?
On the sneak. It would be like, hello, old timer.
Alright. I'll try to stop him with Mage Hand.
Gently cup his.
I'll try to push him back with Mage Hand.
Okay. Yeah, you stop him, and he's like, oh, you got me. I thought I was going to make it away.
What are you doing here naked in the woods?
He says, nothing.
Detect thoughts.
You detect thoughts. He's trying to get away from you.
What are you doing here naked in the woods? It's certainly not nothing.
Is this the bear?
This
is a naked old man.
That's what I'm trying to probe.
Oh.
What?
He fights Bob.
Oh, he got off the fucking elephant?
Turned into a human old naked man and sneaking away. That's a joke. I'm just gonna run and tackle.
I'm gonna fucking punch him.
It's like, ah!
And I'm in my normal form. I'm gonna fucking punch him. You lied to us! You lied to us that you couldn't change!
He says, I couldn't change. He says, I was able to do it right now.
We wasted our elephant on you! You
I
liar!
I couldn't change.
Isn't a lie just as bad as a broken promise? That's what I hear.
I wasn't lying. I wasn't able to change before.
You're clearly lying.
He says, I'm not a liar.
And therefore I am released of my promise to you.
He's like, I'm not a liar.
Let's bury him up to his neck anyway. And naked.
I look up at the elephant. I say, elephant, stomp on his leg.
You want him to stomp on the leg? All right, roll for...
Wait, no, that's too evil.
That's terrible, bears. I would try to
Unfair.
like.
To me, that makes sense.
I'm
No,
gonna try to- I'm
don't
gonna
stop!
try to
Don't
tackle
stomp on
him.
his leg,
I want to
elephant.
tackle him out of the way. No, you can do what you do, but I'm gonna try to tackle
No,
him out of the way.
no! Don't break his leg forever. Come on, that's terrible. Just kill him.
Yours has gone very dark since we were about to.
No. Let's just bury him up to his neck. For
No,
now.
he's a human now. We can take him with us.
Elephant, break his leg.
I'm gonna just roll. I'm still gonna
What do I
try.
roll for that?
I have actually...
And if I want to tackle him out of the way, what do I roll for it? I'm gonna fucking.
Wouldn't that make Fey logic that if he lied to us, I wouldn't have to keep a promise?
He's
to
not
him anymore?
lying.
He's
I don't
lying. He's lying.
Can
he's
I
clearly
reverse
lying.
insight check?
Well, then,
It's a
yeah,
plus 8 to hit.
if he's indeed lying, then this is his punishment for lying.
It's plus 8 to hit, and he does 3d10 plus 6.
So, that's the same as the giant ape. We should have a giant ape versus
It's a plus what?
mastodon fight.
It's plus 8 to hit.
Okay, so that's 23 to hit.
Yeah, easily hits him.
And if I wanted to try to tackle him out of the way to avoid being hit.
You could try. You do acrobatics. I'll let you do an acrobatics.
Alright. Oh no, that's not gonna fly. I mean, it's only gonna be a 14.
All right, so she jumps and she's trying to stop it from happening, but instead the elephant stomps on him. You can roll damage. 3d10.
And you.
3d10.
3d10 plus 6.
And I die.
There. Want 3d10?
Yeah. Bing. Thank you. 3d10. Sorry.
This reminds me of those mastodons.
They were doing 3.
Plus what?
Plus 6.
Well, 2 of them were.
22.
22. He's like, oh, my leg! Oh, why you stuck on my leg? Oh my god.
You lied to us, and that's your punishment.
Says I didn't lie, I couldn't do it before. This is the first time I've ever changed.
Can I
Bullshit!
insight check him on
Yeah,
that?
you can say.
That's a 27.
He seems like he's telling the truth to you.
I don't think he's lying!
That's his punishment for trying to get away.
You horrible people.
I don't care how insightful you are. He's clearly lying.
It's not lying! Just because it would be convenient for you to be lied to right
We
now.
follow the same plan. Bury him up to his neck and return the fake bear. Or
Why don't we just bring him now that he's
Yeah, now
not
he's a
looking
human.
like a bear? And then we'll bring the
I have a
bear.
full set of men's clothing with dresses.
No, let him live with his shame.
because he's such a liar and a murderer, maybe we should just turn him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you liar, murderer.
Naked.
Elephant, grab him.
The elephant grabs him.
Let's take him. Let's go.
Alright.
Hop back on the horse.
I gave you every chance!
I tried earlier, it didn't work.
Just ready! You signed your own death warrant!
Aaron, we just had an elephant break a man's leg for lying.
Well, like to stomp on him?
Yeah,
A naked old man that was trying to sneak away.
that'll show him.
Oh my goodness.
D&D. So let's go to the king's castle.
Land
All right.
of murky ethics.
We'll
Yeah.
and you're just gonna have this elephant with
Naked old man.
Alright, so you take it takes you a couple hours to get back, and then you're able to go down into Shalai. I'm assuming you're just gonna go straight to the castle.
That's right, like royal.
Okay, how you get up the cliff face,
Oh yeah.
We gotta go through the temple.
and
this time.
then
Oh shit.
and then you see the spider temple, yeah,
Mhm.
over the cliffside. What would you like to do?
We did.
Well, he is a human right now. We could probably take the carpet.
Mm.
It would just take a while.
What about our
So-
elephant?
I'm gonna leave it.
That's
down
true. We'd
below.
have to leave the elephant.
The elephant can't walk through the temple either.
Does it just stay that way, or is it something that can be dismissed?
I will tell you in a second.
And you still have the bear carcass.
Oh, we got a bear carcass.
Let's see. It reverts to a figurine early if it drops to 0 hit points, or if you use an action to speak the command word again while touching it. So yeah, I can revert it back.
Well, the way that we got up there last time was by riding
Elevator.
the elevator.
Mhm.
If we ride the elevator, we can't take the elephant.
We can turn it back into a figure, though.
Not after.
We can't take the bear carcass.
Yeah, we can't take that.
Yeah, if I revert the elephant back, we can't use it for 7 days.
So do you guys just want to like honestly return the old man now, since he's a liar and a cheat,
I vote for that.
Are they gonna
and make the elephant wait for us, or just take the figurine? I guess you want to keep your figurine. The only thing we can't carry is the bear carcass. But
Which we're not going to need anyway.
We're
since
not going to
bringing
lie
the-
because we're just turning him in because he tried to escape. And he lied.
Like
Whether,
any person who valued their freedom would.
I'm just imagining he's got like a plus 15 to deception, that's all. Yeah, there's no way that he just suddenly learned how to turn into a man
I
right then.
rolled 27 insight.
There's
Okay.
no way he just learned how to turn into a man right then. Besides, he lied to us plenty of other times when we were talking to him.
And he killed that witch.
I already killed the witch.
Yeah, and he's a murderer. All right, let's
I'm
go.
hungry.
Okay.
Take your elephant. Let's
Okay.
do this.
Yeah, everything comes off, and I'll shake the elephant's trunk as I do the command word
Okay.
again.
Alright,
And
cool.
it-
Yeah, it turns-
Before we elevate her up, are there no Sky and Stone clan nearby?
do you want to look for them?
Not hard, but if they're there, I just want to give them the bear corpse.
Take a look. No, you don't. You don't.
All right, we'll just leave the bear carcass on the floor then.
All right, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. So you guys are gonna elevator it. All right, you elevator it up. It's an open area. You see the castle once more, lit by the moon in the sky of the cavern. You can see that there is a single guard standing outside the doors. The doors are closed. Standing on the drawbridge.
Make our
I
way
think his
back.
name was Adric, right?
Oh, can you bring my horse as well?
On the flying carpet?
Like if we go up first, can you then lower it and then bring it up
Sure.
individually?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a large creature. I mean, how much can it lift?
$1 million.
Oh, okay. Well, if it can lift 1 million,
Yeah.
It's like 500 pounds, right?
is it a 5-foot disc? If that's what
It's 4 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah, I don't think you could fit a horse on that.
Let me just double check before you rule.
Horses are very big.
What if it sat down?
What if it stood on its back legs?
It's 4 by 6 and the capacity is 400 pounds, but it can hold like twice as much and run at half speed.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care.
Hey.
All right.
It lays down on there. it slowly rides up.
Like when a helicopter airlifts a cow.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it's just like on its belly.
strap under the
It's like
thing.
this.
you know,
It's like this.
Yeah. All right, so
This
we
is
get
so
up there.
ridiculous. So anyway, so yeah, we can put the guy on the back of the horse and I'll ride it, cowboy style.
Okay.
Okay.
The old man is his butt in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Old naked man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A very attractive blonde woman will spank his butt.
So you're gonna approach him, assuming.
Yeah. We'll
So as you
it.
approach, there's the drawbridge, and on the drawbridge you see a single Fomorian knight standing guard with a sword.
Is it the same guy from before?
No,
Do we still have our letter?
no.
And the guy we talked to was Aldrich.
Patrick, yeah.
Adric.
Adric.
We have returned with a prize for Adric, the guard who sent us on a quest.
He kind of looks down at you through his helmet. You can see his one eye kind of looking all over, and he says, "Adric's dead."
What?
What happened to him?
He says Brandor killed him.
What? Did he have a bad day?
He said, "Yeah, yesterday was a bad day."
Oh.
And he was caught trying to smuggle a note to the queen.
Oh.
What did the note say?
He says, "I don't know.
Well, we have something that the king will love.
What's that?"
There was someone that he wanted dead and or captured, and now he's captured.
Who's that?
You see this naked old man right here?
He's like, "Yes,
You
I
see
do
these
see the naked old man."
fleshy, veiny buttocks? These are the buttocks of the goggle-wearing bear that ate a sandwich that the king wanted captured or dead.
Is that what Aldrich sent you to do? Interesting. He says, "All right, I'll take him." He says, "Are you the ones that gave Aldrich the note?"
I know. I'm trying not to lie. I know. I did not give Aldrich anything except my promise to return this bear. Man. So, here he is, and we will accept any reward you care to give.
He says, I don't know reward for this guy. I don't know why. Well, he said he ate the sandwich?
Yes, a witch
A
made of sand,
sandwich.
or who
Witch
likes
of
sand.
sand.
A witch with a proclivity for
That's
sand.
interesting. Okay. He says, "You sure you're not the ones that he got the note from? He seems like you talked to him recently."
He told us that this was a task that the king would find valuable. And we thought it would be good to complete it. And so, it is complete.
That's very good. This is, you sure you're not the people that passed the note on? Because if you are, I have a note for you.
May I see it?
He hands it to you. He says, oh, wait a second. And you see he goes like this and he's like knocking ashes off of it. And he hands it to you.
Are those Aldrich's?
He very, very gingerly, with his giant hands, hands you that tiny note.
Are these Aldrich's ashes that are on it?
He says, no, that was just somebody else who tried to open it.
So you're saying that this note is meant only for the person to whom it's written?
Correct.
Well,
as far as I can tell.
It couldn't be us.
Who wrote the note?
Which one of us wrote it?
Is it Scratchy McScratchy Hands?
I think it was you.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
You did. I was dictating it in a stupid way, and then you were like, no.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
No, it should be written like this. And then you...
Oh, you're right.
We were both really bad at figuring out what women liked, and you interceded.
That's right. Oh dear.
Just want to take a quick picture of this beautiful note. I particularly enjoy the gem on the back.
Real?
He says, was it to you?
It might be.
Did you write the note to the queen?
As I recall,
We accepted a quest,
we accepted a quest.
and we have completed it. And now we will open the note and see if we explode.
It's just because if the note's not for you, I'll take it back.
Go ahead. You'll find out as soon as they open it.
Open the note.
Very well, maybe.
Wait, you might get in trouble.
Don't say anything, just open it.
I'm just gonna open the note.
You look over her shoulder while she's opening it so you see it and remember it.
No.
Just in case we immediately get arrested.
He's kind of peeking. He's like, what does it say? What does it say?
Well, as you can see, the note was opened and the quest was completed. So we'll take any reward you have.
This is what does the note say?
Well, I don't know what the note says.
Yeah, I'm asking her.
Hold on, I'm still making sense of things.
Well, notes are very private things. And so they shall remain. But you have a wonderful day, and we'll start.
Are you leaving the bear guy there, or are you just taking?
Yeah, I'll cut him loose and just push him off the horse.
All right. He grabs the guy and he goes, "All right, you're coming with me."
Goodbye, bear man.
Bye, Bob.
He's like crying. He's like, "Oh no."
Goodbye, Bob Vince Gilligan. Def Comedy Jam. Your name.
He goes to the doors.
What does it say? What does it say?
Well, it's too bad that the king had a bad day yesterday.
What does it say? What does it say? I can't read it or I'll die. You gotta tell me.
I'll just tell you that the other quest that Adric had mentioned is in alignment with the Queen's desires as well.
What other quest?
The other thing that we were trying to find for the king. Is it not going to blow anybody up?
By the way, the gem disintegrates on it. Yeah.
Okay, let me read it.
It's not going to blow anybody up?
The gem's not on it.
Alright.
Alright.
This
Stop
one.
before you open it.
I'm feeling very
You're
summery.
going to blow up? Hey!
This is what it says when you read it.
Oh! You see something?
What did you read?
Detect thoughts.
It said it was for my eyes only.
What did you read?
I don't know. I'm really interested in what you're reading.
Well, obviously, if you...
It said alone, and it was like ears and eyes are everywhere. Don't say anything. Blah, 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 blah.
I'll trade you knowledge of what you read for knowledge of what I read.
But I'm telling you that we already know what it says in the letter because it happens to be exactly what Adric said would be the other thing that would make the
I
king happy.
detect thoughts. If she would be able to know, to surface level, as he's probing her about it.
That's exactly what she just said.
Oh,
It is
What's
the thing
the
that
other
we-
thing?
Okay.
Why won't you say that now?
Because it said not to, not, I don't know. Because it said not to say it.
Okay, well,
But
Mears, think at her and ask her what it said, what the second thing is, and she'll think it back at you.
Tabby, what's the second thing?
the imprisoned lady, much to my surprise, does want to marry the king and wants us to find the opponent for the king to fight so he can feel good about himself. The other thing that Adric asked us to do was finding the king a good opponent.
Okay, well, I don't know what you said because you said it to him.
Yeah.
What's the second thing? What does she want us to do?
And I look around and I say, Bo, turn around.
I turn around.
And on his back, I start writing what she said.
Well, that's not very private.
How is that concealed?
She didn't say it had to be concealed.
We're not supposed to tell anybody.
Just sort of
All right.
my eyes.
Come here, you
Ears
three.
are everywhere.
I'm gonna read you what this says. Please do not read this alone, as it is for those who would want truly to help me, not for anyone else besides those who you truly trust, as this letter is treasonous and eyes are everywhere. Dearest correspondent, it is entertaining that you have taken an interest in my welfare regarding Branor's pursuance of my hand in matrimony. My hope is that your question of what I wished for him in order to marry me is in jest, and you are not taking that monster's side on this travesty of my incarceration, and instead are doing so as a ruse by secretly helping me in an attempt to aid in my escape from imprisonment. Do not be fooled by Branor. He is cruel, unyielding, and deadly. His wit, his charm, his beauty, his rugged good looks, his finely chiseled jaw, rippling muscular shoulders, or his veiny pulsating biceps, lips so soft like the finest spider silk, eyes like deep silver pools that can peer straight into your soul with a kindness beyond them needing to be coaxed out, breath sweet as spun sugar on a carnival day, words profound as a philosopher poet. I know there is good in him, but it will never return. Of course, I would never want to be betrothed to this horrible, brutal, and dangerous king. Does this sound like your note?
Not at all.
Would you want to be struck dead with a shovel and ground into a paste, to be eaten by roaches and shit out only to be eaten again for all eternity? I do not want to continue my eons of traptitude, my eons of traptitude at the hands of my jailer. What I want is his head, stuck on a pike. I want his heart, ripped asunder. I want his hands, smashed and mangled. I only created the rule of marriage for him in the hope that Branor would be stupid enough to attempt to prove himself worthy, and that some brave soul powerful enough would someday challenge him and end the brute long enough for me to make my escape, not for me to marry him. If only there was a way to persuade him to let me go. If you're truly desirous to aid me, find a challenging opponent for him, not only someone actually brave enough to pick a fight with him, but also strong enough to kill him in battle, or barring that, aid in my escape. Look to me in the highest tower of this iron fortress. However, beware. Branor is remarkably powerful and uncannily cunning, never being bested in combat in thousands of years. He also commands a vast, brutal army loyal only to him. His fortress is protected by ancient, powerful magics. Its tower is heavily guarded by numerous golems, and its skies patrolled by an array of sleepless gargoyles of all shapes and sizes. And in the city below, he employs countless hordes, witches, dark elf priestesses, lycanthropian spies, and perhaps worst of all, wretched, brain-eating cephalopod mystics. Put your trust in none of them, lest your mind become branded, enslaved yourself for all eternity, or until your body slowly becomes overgrown with fungus, to be consumed as gruel by the horrid wretches of this dark land. Do with this information what you wish, dear reader. Do you want to read the last paragraph?
I don't know if I can. Maybe I'll get a third letter.
But I believe that freeing me from Brannor's imprisonment would be mutually beneficial for us both, as when I am able to reclaim my rightful throne as queen of my lands, you will not only have my gratitude, but would be rewarded greatly for your trouble with treasures or knowledge or magics. If you do in fact tend to aid Brannor in his quest for my hand, then a curse be upon you, on your kin, foul writer, as Brannor and I have on us, as I will never marry Brannor and never love him for all eternity as long as I have breath and life in my form. Sincerely, your Royal Highness Lucra, future Queen of Shalai, the deposed Eladrin High Queen of Shinalestra.
And that's different than what I saw.
So when you
Well,
hand
that
it to
sounds
him,
much more like a letter that I. Ah!
Wow.
What do you see?
What did your note say?
Well, mine did not say that. It was.
Why are you keeping it to yourself?
I'm not. I'm just trying.
You're
to
clearly
be
lying. Insight.
I'm trying to be subtle here while we're surrounded and standing in front of a guard who's watching us read letters.
We're not. We're walking away.
Are we?
Yeah, I said we start leaving. We get rid of the
and
guy and we
the
start
guard
leaving.
went inside with the
Oh, okay.
with Bob.
She did say there were eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, so wait, you told me.
There are
I
two
told
right
you.
here.
Okay, so
And
then,
two more.
so then I telepathically tell you what she told me.
What did it say?
It was that she wanted to marry him and that she wants him to prove himself and she's looking forward to being queen. But it was very much, there's certain lines that were very similar to yours, but without a lot of the in-between places, which gave them a different context. So,
I say all that.
Did your letter have all the things about his like rippling biceps and stuff like that?
no, but it did have some of those complimentary things. That went into much more detail. It had a little bit of that, but more about his,
What does yours say, Bo?
It also basically says that she loves him already. Says she wants his heart.
May I see that?
I want a turn. I want a turn.
You'll get one. So I see what he got.
Yeah.
Alone, help me, anyone. I wished for him to marry me. Help me escape charm. There is good in him, it will return. I want his heart. Okay, so it's the same words. Wait.
yeah.
Let me hand it to him so he gets something. It's the same words
yeah,
again.
but a little piece is missing. Does he have the same note?
Is there anything on the back?
No. And when you turn it over, it disintegrates.
Duh.
Well, I don't know what to make of that. Can I use my magic studies to try to figure out what's going on?
It seems like.
Can I use my
well,
book learning?
You could try. Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use my book learning to
All right.
try to
This
understand.
Is, you use a disadvantage on it.
Oh, what a nice sound.
It's quieter when I put the book under it.
Oh no, you don't have to make it quiet. It's a nice cajon there. Anyway, 16.
Disadvantage.
Oh, fine. I can't roll more than an 8. Yeah, see, it's an 18 to
Yeah.
16.
So you're pretty sure it's some kind of magical note that changes, but you're not exactly sure. It seems very unusual. You haven't heard of one that changes this much.
Do I think it came from her or from?
Yeah, you're thinking it's from her, probably.
Or do I think it somehow has been meddled with Brannor's poo-poo?
You don't know.
Okay, so the note, no matter what, says that we need to find an opponent for the king.
Yes.
Right? She loves him and she wants him to have a battle, or she doesn't love him
And she wants him to lose about
and she wants him to have the battle and lose. So either way, we just need to get him a really good, strong opponent. And Victor is the strongest person we've thought of so far. And his name is Victor.
But he already lost to him once.
So he'll want revenge. So let's go to Victor and tell him to fight the king.
I think he's gonna be upset that we took a werebear.
How does he know?
Well, the guy seemed pretty convinced his men were gonna come, and
We met his men and we told them we were humble rug sellers.
He was also pretty convinced he couldn't turn back.
true story.
That guy was a liar. He was hiding all sorts of things.
He was kind of dumb. I think his only smart move was getting those goggles.
Yeah. These goggles.
Getting those what?
The goggles.
Ah, yes. Do you need them? You don't have the dark vision?
I don't have the dark vision.
Well, now you do.
No.
So.
Where'd that map go that he had? Your letter said
Right there.
she was the true queen of
Oh,
where? This place?
Area bore.
What? No, didn't she say send this to it?
Hmm?
Yours had a dual sign off where she was like future queen of Zelahai and queen of, was it that place?
Who said that? Oh, the
The
letter?
letter that you got. She had a place that she said it.
She said, she said, she said, shall I?
And then she said some other place that also began with a.
Yeah, maybe Sindrian?
Wait. They started with a similar.
What do you want to do about that?
Similes. No, just interesting that that's where she's
It was
from.
Shinalestra.
Shinalestra. So none of these places. Shinalestra.
But you do recognize Shinalestra
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Sinestra. Disaster, Caver, Castle Harrowham, Darkthorn Prince, Archfey, Murder, Regicide, Banished, Material, Silverwood, Silenesi, Failed Coup, Sinestra. So I guess Disaster was involved in a failed coup in Sinestra? Alright. So let's go ask Victor.
Do you know how to find him?
He's probably in Shadow Poop Keep.
yeah, because the king did specify he wanted a one-on-one combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our best shot, I think.
So we go over and tell him we know how you can get your revenge on the king. We have a setup for you where you can fight him in one-on-one combat and you can obviously win. So come on, let's go do it. Does anybody want to do anything before we just head right back out to Poo Town?
Maybe we can rest.
What time is it?
It's always twilight in the Feywild.
Ooh.
No, it's. I mean, by the time we got here, it's probably about noon when.
When we got here was noon?
Yeah, when you got to the castle.
Because he attacked us in the middle of the night. Do we want to just go find a place and waste the rest of the day and go to sleep and then get up and then go? Or do we want to go and then camp on the way?
Maybe we should find a place to waste time and then go to somewhere to sleep here. There is the market stalls and stuff that we saw last time.
We can go find a tavern.
Yeah.
Maybe they have bacon.
Digging.
All right, I'm gonna go looking for tavern.
All right, so I mean, you've been to one here already. The Howling Moon.
Oh, yeah. Where
but-
we buried an evil sword in the floor.
Exactly.
Go
Yes.
back and visit.
Where you buried an evil sword.
Maybe
in
a
the
different tavern?
floor. You can find a different one if you want.
But we do know that one.
But you do know that one. When you do come out of Shalai, though, you do see smoke north of where you are, towards the marketplace and towards the tavern.
Oh.
Let's choose a different tavern. That's probably smoke from someone who found the sword and is running around killing people.
Maybe. Maybe disaster strikes again.
Oh, maybe a disaster.
No.
All right, let's go see what it is.
Let's go investigate that smoke.
Okay, as you head over to the smoke, there's a lot of people that seem to be worried about it. As you get north, you recognize the entrance to the Hall of Records. Has
Oh,
been
we're all the way back
destroyed.
there. Okay.
Oh no!
You see the guard that you have met before, and he's kind of looking it over, trying to see what's going on. As 4 other Fomorian guards are just kind of holding everybody back.
Wow!
Is there someone that looks like a good person to ask questions of?
Do you want to ask, like...
What does the entrance look like? You said it's destroyed.
Yeah, it looks like somebody just flattened it. Like, it's broken, and it looks like it was set on fire.
How close are we to these guards?
You can try and push your way through the crowd to get up to the guards that are by the crowd.
If we're within 30 feet, I'll detect thoughts on one of the
My
guards.
God, Constable Massive, is he okay? Is he still down there?
It'll be my last detect thoughts, though.
Okay, so who are you detecting?
I guess you said there's guards, like keeping people back.
Yeah, there's guards keeping people back, and the one head guard that you have seen before that is kind of trying to look at what's going on over there.
Okay, I'll do him.
Okay.
Just surface thoughts at first.
All right. Yeah, he's like, what the hell? How did this shouldn't even be possible?
What?
He says, what the hell? This shouldn't even be possible.
And I look at you. He doesn't know what's going on. He's confused. He
Oh.
says it shouldn't be possible.
This is the big Fomorian that I'll say, what happened here?
And they say, somehow the entrance collapsed. We just stay back, please. That's what the guard in front of you says.
He doesn't know anything.
That's what you think.
The men inside, are they safe?
See if there's anyone.
And Mirrors, you can totally tell he's like kind of scratching his head like this.
See if there's anyone who looks suspicious around.
Yeah, is there anybody who's like
Scan the
doing
crowd
like
for.
shady eyes?
I'll let you and Tinny do a perception check.
I also would love to, if there's anything like from the rubble, that's gonna be a 22? Yeah, 22.
24.
Mirrors, you do see somebody that you've seen before in the crowd, and then they vanish.
Who was it?
It's her, but as Chad.
So I saw Chad.
Yes.
And they vanished.
When
How?
you say vanish, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of looking at what's going on, and then as he turns around, he just vanishes.
Like goes invisible, or
He
Goes into the
He
crowd.
couldn't tear. He didn't go into the crowd. No, he like gone.
I go "Rah!" out loud and
Literally,
Tabby
what
like,
my
Chad!
first thought is I was like, I bet Chad didn't like the newspaper.
What?
Because I slipped
Oh.
a note to the newspaper about Chad.
Does Chad have some kind of powers?
I don't know.
So I immediately look at you. I'm looking back to where I saw Chad, looking back and forth. And Tabby, you hear me say, Chad was there.
What? Oh shit.
Chad was right there.
That was Chad that you were earlier. What does that mean? Does that mean that you did this? Or who's Chad?
He's my ex. Jesus.
Does he have the power to crush an archives?
Well, I wasn't completely aware of his full range of whatever he could do. He was just a powerful asshole who was like royalty and nobility.
Hey, do you have strong enough magical powers to do something like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know about that part.
Does he know you in this form?
Definitely not. I'm still a werebear. I think I'm safe, but if he's, who knows? Who knows? Maybe he drank a potion or some bullshit. I don't know.
Did he leave any footprints as he walked up?
He's way on the other side of the crowd. You can try and push your way through the crowd to get to it.
Okay, I'm still on my horse, so I start pushing my way through.
all right,
I'm gonna follow kind of closely.
all right.
I have an idea.
So as you go over there,
I'm hot.
you can
Yeah,
see
I like you.
there are footprints. I'm not gonna make you roll. And you can see he turned around, and then there's nothing after that.
Okay, so he's gone.
If we could find Chad, I could undulate in front of him.
I'm sure he'd like that.
And perhaps he'd tell us what's going on. You know, I have the blade song and all that.
He's probably just mad because I told the tattler he was, impotent.
Could Chad do this?
This is kind of new for me, for him. I didn't know, but we
Is
didn't
Chad
really
from
know
the
each other very
Feywild?
well. No, I was married to him in the real world.
So he heard a news story from another plane and
That's-
came to the other plane
That's so
and
fucking
destroyed
Chad.
the entire building.
That's Chad. He's a very vengeful
But what are his
mean
powers?
person. I don't know. Man.
Okay, here's an important
He's
question
got a
for
lot
you.
of connections.
Here's an important question for you. Is this just entertaining to us, or is he part of the plot?
He's part of my plot, but fucking I know.
Maybe we can get him to fight the king.
Oh, yeah, if he's that powerful, maybe you can.
If he can crush the... Here, let me try something. I'm just
Okay.
going to dance sensuously in the middle of the street. And I'm going to say, "Oh, Chad, I long for your
But
muscular
I just
touch."
feel like I should let you guys know that technically, I mean, technically in some ways, Chad and I guess, are still married because I faked my death. That's how I left. But I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
just saying.
Well, I'm just dancing in the middle of the street, going, "Oh, Chad, touch me with your muscular
As
hands,"
far as I knew, he didn't know I was
and
alive.
seeing if that'll make, like I'm a worm on a hook,
All right,
It's like-
everybody starts kind of looking at you like this is so weird. Tini and Mears, again, you can both make perception checks, but at disadvantage.
Does anybody look tantalized? Does
Uh,
a little kid walk up to me and go, "My name's Chad"?
Can I use my inspiration to just do even?
Sure.
Perception, mine's a dirty 20 at a disadvantage.
Wow, that's really good.
I rolled a 13
Wow.
and a 14.
21 for me.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty good. So you both notice on the roof of the building, just kind of perched like this, and you didn't notice this person earlier. Just like this, you see
Chad.
No. You see Spring Aoife.
Okay. Not Chad.
Just looking down at everybody.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
I know who it is.
Look at
It's
you.
Diz.
Diz. Yeah. Eva's on the roof. You're on the roof.
I'm gonna keep dancing and saying, "Oh, Chad," because I don't want to let this thing know that we've clocked it.
Yeah.
Can I stole, or I guess they gave it to me, the Formorian Guard, the Magic Wanted poster that had our faces on it. I want to pull it out. Do we still see our faces?
Yeah,
Is
you
there-
still see your faces. On
Okay. So it's
Except
not
there's a
like-
bear on it now.
What?
as part of our group.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
He pulls out the wanted poster about wanted for questioning.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same old poster, but now
Updating.
it looks, okay.
Still updating.
All right, so I'm trying to provide a smoke screen by pretending I don't notice that he's there and continuing to dance and ask for Chad in the street.
You say, well, guys, we should really go get some of that bacon.
How far away from me is the Aoife?
3 stories up and probably 200 feet away.
200.
Yeah, that's why you guys.
So not
No.
within Misty Step. Can't Misty Step up there because that's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll pretend like I don't see him, and I'll start slowly walking
With the horse.
to a point where I feel like I'm out of his view, like blocked from that roof or
Okay.
whatever. Then I want to get off and I want to try to sneak up behind him.
You're gonna try and go and then climb up.
Yeah, knowing where he is. Yeah, like that. Like if I can misty step up.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
While I'm
as
dancing.
as you glance in his direction.
I'd like to do a performance check
Yeah.
because I have because no one ever used that
Sure.
skill,
Yeah. Go
and
for
I
it. Use
have
your performance check.
and I have proficiency in it.
Yeah. Go for it.
Gotta
As
perform,
I
damn it.
dance in the street,
Yeah.
really sensuously.
Yes.
I mean, oh, I Chad, please, your muscular hands.
Coins are flying at your feet.
Top of the morning to you, Chad. Nope, not one.
So as you look up there, just as you look up, he disappears, or she, I should say, disappears.
Oh. Whew. Well, I can tell you, Tinny is like, whew. Glad to know this is just some weird shit and not actually Chad here. Cause dick.
I still want to go up to where
Okay.
he was.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything there.
Yeah, you can
Some
go.
ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some ghost goo.
yeah, you go up there. The roof's kind of dirty, so you can see your own footprints, but there's no footprints of the person that was up there. But there's where the person was sitting on the edge of the roof. You can see where the dust has been moved.
So they were physically there.
Yes.
Okay.
You're at a great vantage point to look around again for someone suspicious.
Okay. From up there, yeah. I'm now really looking.
Okay. Why don't you make a perception check?
Regular?
Yep.
$25.
25.
I'm very perceptive.
Okay. So you can see that there's another Fomorian guard approaching, but he has a sword, and he's kind of pushing his way through the crowd.
What does the sword look like?
It's like a short sword, and he has it in his hand.
And I'm pretty far away at this point right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
But
wouldn't be able to...
he's down on the ground, and you can see he's kind of pushes his way towards the entrance.
I'm gonna stop dancing and try to watch what this person's doing. I'll step back on the sidewalk.
I don't know if I'm close enough to... I think my telepathy is only 60 feet. So I wouldn't be able to really tell you guys.
But he's a giant, so I'll probably see him.
Yeah, you guys can can see him after he starts getting closer.
Is it possible to hop from rooftop to rooftop, or are they too far apart?
You could do it with an athletics check. They're kind of far apart.
Are there any chimbley sweeps right now?
Chimney sweeps?
Yeah, chimbley sweeps. Are there any chimbley sweeps?
There's no chimney sweeps on the.
Yeah. Would you say athletics?
I fly a little umbrella.
Yeah, jumping from one rooftop to another.
Can I walk on the fog cloud?
Do you want to try and use an
Turn
athletics
to the
check?
stairs.
Wait.
And then Mary Poppins down from the roof.
Just my poppers down on the umbrella. Does that work?
Wait. I'm gonna use my because my athletics is -2. I'm not very athletic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I still have a wild shape, so instinctively I will wild shape into a cat.
Okay.
So I start running down the roof, go down into a cat, nice little black cat, and I'm gonna start trying to run close
Sure.
up so I can talk to you.
Okay. Well, I like I said, I step back to the street
Okay.
and watch this giant come in.
Okay, so
Apparently,
the-
a black cat rubs up.
So the giant walks up. His outfit doesn't quite match what the other ones look like, and he walks up to the one of the giants that comes to talk to him as he's trying to get through the crowd, and he just kind of pushes that giant out of the way, and he's like, "What the hell?"
It's interesting that
And he's walking towards the one that's looking at the damage.
it's interesting that this changeling is able to change sizes too. Well, I'm suspicious that this is Diz now, so I'm gonna move closer. Is the cat gonna tell me anything? Or?
If I can get within range soon enough, so you probably wouldn't see the cat,
yeah.
but you'd hear my voice. Eva, there's a strange giant. He's got a knife.
I noticed his armor doesn't match.
Stop him.
Are either of you near enough for me to tell you?
I'm probably nearby, but
Yeah.
it's telepathy, right? So you would have to tell me.
I think that Formorian is Diz now. Let's stay close. I'm gonna stay close and watch. Let's watch what's happening. I'm gonna try to go up close to where that giant is.
And I'm still just running, making my way back.
Okay, so the other guards are going to hold you back from getting closer.
Is the guy I talked to with the hat still there?
Yeah, he's looking at the rubble.
Oh,
Is the
he's
boss
going
one?
for-
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna talk to that guy.
Okay, so you're like going to try and get his attention?
Yeah.
All right. Try and persuade.
Well, I'm just gonna tell him.
Yeah, you're going to yell through the crowd, so try and persuade.
Okay, I'm not any good at that.
Oh, well.
I could waggle my butt and performance it. Yeah, it's 8.
Okay.
Well, I'm still concerned too. I'd go up to the front to near that guy too, because I was gonna just be like, "What about the people downstairs? Are they okay? Is anybody checked?
They're probably fine.
Nobody's checked." No. not
So as you guys are doing that, the one with the knife walks up to the other one and kind of pats him on the shoulder, and when he turns around, he shanks him right in the stomach.
that.
And you see the guard go like this and just fall over dead. Dead. One stab. And then he turns around and he throws the sword on the ground, and he goes like this to the crowd, and he just looks at everybody, and then on the rubble behind him you see Bo appear,
Oh.
and Bo is just kind of sitting like this on top of the rubble, and there's the Fomorians standing there, and you can he's just kind of surveying the crowd, and then he stands up,
And I see him too, right? Like
Yes.
it's not okay.
yeah, and he stands up and he yells to the crowd, "My name is Bo Zeltran, and I'm here to kill everyone!" And when he says that, he fires a fireball at the crowd.
Bo, how could you?
I didn't know I could do that.
It hits one of the people to the right of you when that happens.
Jesus.
Aoife, we should probably leave.
Either that or we attack disaster.
You say your
We could do that.
Your name
I don't know how well it would go.
is
So the guards are still keeping us from getting...
No, the guards turn around and are like, what the hell's going on? And when you see that, you can see one of the fireballs just hit one of the guards, and it just goes right into the guard, and he's like incinerated, and so are some of the people around him.
Okay, we either
Disaster,
try to attack
you
disaster right now,
tricky
or we
little
run.
bitch.
And the other guy's just kind of standing there like this, with the sword right in the ground.
The sword that he dropped, is it like a short sword?
It's a short sword. Well, for his size, it's a short sword.
How big would it be for me? Can I try to pick it up?
You could try and approach him and do it if you want.
He threw it on the ground?
Yeah, it's right in front of him. It's
Alright.
like stuck into the ground.
I'm gonna run up to him.
You're gonna run up to
Diz?
alright.
Alright, if you're gonna do
I'll
that
follow, I guess.
while he does that, if he's gonna run up to him, I'm gonna go for the sword while you're running up to him. With some
I'm still running as fast as I can.
All right,
Just-
so-
sleight of hand,
Alright.
something or other. I'm trying to
you
get...
run up to him and you're trying to what?
I'm just trying to catch up to everyone because I'm still.
Okay, and you're
I think I'm chasing after Aoife.
okay, so you guys are going up together. Teeny?
I'm going... While Aoife goes for him, I'm hoping to take advantage of that moment of distraction to, like, go for the sword. Like, I'm trying to
Oh,
sleight of hand as a motherfucker, like, get, like, go down there.
I'll bonus action blade song.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I
I'm
expect him to attack me.
Alright.
I'm not trying to attack
Yeah,
him, but I'm expecting him to attack me.
Alright, so you're starting to dance and stuff.
Yeah, not
And-
singing
and-
stupidly, but dancing
You're
sensuously.
singing stupidly.
Nope.
No,
Dancing sensually.
so you're
Sensuously.
you're trying to go for the knife.
Yeah.
All right. So as you do that, as you approach and you're coming up, you see that Bo sees you, and
Fake bow?
yes, Fake Bo turns back into you, looks just like you now, and goes, "Hey sis, how you doing?" And when you do that, and she's going for the knife, the giant puts its foot on the top of it and pushes it into the ground. And as you go for it, you're just like holding it like this, and his foot's like right on top. And he's just like stepping down and looking at you. And then he changes shape. And becomes all white with black hair. And you can tell that he's a chic and cheap. He's just like you, except
Yeah.
he's giant sized.
Yeeks. Yeeks. And I go, hey, bro.
So I was running towards that person. I went into blade song,
Yes.
and then the thing that I thought was an illusion.
Is it large sized or anything? Is it? It's the size of Bo, and it's just standing on the rubble.
Yeah.
And then it's the size of me.
It's now you, yeah. And it says, "Hey sis."
All right, I'm gonna run up to it then.
Okay.
Diz, why are you destroying everything in this land?
It's just so much fun. It's in my nature.
Why are you trying to throw us all under the bus, as they say?
He says, "Oh, I guess you don't have your memories back yet." He says, "I'll let you think about it longer. You'll get it eventually."
Ask him if she wants to fight the king.
Would you like to fight the king here in single combat?
Why would I do that?
It'd be fun.
He says, I could kill him anytime I want.
It's in your nature.
Well, what?
So just fight him in single combat. It'll be great.
And he just goes, "It's not my style."
What about this good piece of meat?
And it's looking at you and going, "You look weird." What is this?
Diz, why are you trying to get us all in trouble?
It's fun.
Why did you kill my parents?
Oh, you'll remember someday.
Why did you feynap me to the material plane?
Oh, you don't remember that either, huh?
No, so tell me.
He says, well, you were always Dad's favorite.
That's right, I was. I remember it clear as day.
It says, nothing I ever did was good enough for him. Even becoming an archfey.
Well, I'm not going to waste my blade song. I'm going to draw my blade.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, your reign of terror ends here.
He just laughs. He goes, you have no idea how powerful I am here. And he says, thanks for bringing me back. Okay, as you do that, he just vanishes.
I
And
bought
so
you
does the other
bacon! You piece of shit!
What's that?
I bought him bacon! That piece of shit!
Yeah. He disappears. Okay.
Is the changeling giant still standing
No,
there?
it's
They
gone
both
too.
disappear. Does anybody have thaumaturgy?
Is the sword gone?
Yes, it's gone.
Damn it!
All right, I'm gonna stand on the rubble where he was, and I'm gonna give my most impassioned speech to the crowd, and I'm gonna throw my hair back so that the wind like lifts my hair, and I'm like inspiring and really gorgeous, and I'm gonna say, people of Harrowheim, today you have faced a horror, a monster, an archfey, a murderer. He has taken the forms of my friends here and of me, and he has a giant changeling who has taken the form of the noble king's guards. But he is an evil that must be stopped, and we will work together with the king to destroy this horrible creature that has ruined the Hall of Records and befouled the fair city of Harrowheim. And this is me asking for a performance check.
Yeah, that is, you can do a performance check.
I'm going to try to do a performance that makes people stop thinking that we're bad and
Yeah.
makes them want to work with us to stop
And as she
disaster.
says all that, Bo, a black cat hops up onto your shoulder.
Do I have
You know I can't cast fireball, right?
do I have inspiration? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. Do I have inspiration?
I don't know. I know I had it, and I think Julie said she used it too.
I just used mine.
Yeah, I think everybody uses.
Well, let me use it then.
Sure.
Use it.
That's the last one. That's everybody.
Yeah. 16.
16.
Yay!
The guards seem convinced, and the three surviving guards approach you, and tell you we need to talk to the king immediately. Can you come with us?
Yes!
Absolutely.
Did my best buddy die?
With the little hat.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
he took one
He's
too.
the one that got stabbed.
Is his hat still there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick it up.
All right.
May I have
He'd want me to have it.
as a tribute? I will wear
And they
it.
pick up his body, and they pick up the body of the other guard, and they head back down to the caverns if you follow them.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'd follow.
We will avenge your fallen. We will defend the city. We will stop disaster.
So as you go back down, you quickly go through the city. They're going to go through the temple. Are you going to follow them?
They're gonna go through the temple.
This is better to.
We might as well follow them. I mean, they're
Fine.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go through the temple.
What does it look like?
So at the at the base of each of the spider legs, you can see carved into it is actually buildings. It's so large.
Whoa.
There's a extremely large staircase that goes up into the center of the spider. As you enter, there's a giant hall with a giant statue of a drow in it, a female drow. You have to walk past it to get to the next staircase, which turns into a bridge that leads up to the castle. You go up to the castle, the gates are open, you walk in.
Do we see any Illithids while we're walking through the temple?
Yeah, you see a few.
What are they doing?
Just chilling.
Sucking on each other's brains?
No, they're just wandering around. You're not sure what they're doing. Exactly. Yeah, the typical
Stroking their tentacles.
Yes, stroking their tentacles, floating around with their eyes bugged out. Exactly, doing things that creepy things do. They lead you to the throne room where there's guards out front, and the guards with you talk to the royal guard, and they allow you to enter. And inside you see King Branor with his knight-looking Fomorians again. As they approach, the first guard approaches very gingerly, takes a knee, and says, "My king, my highness, my illustrious, glorious master of the lands, there has been attack in the city above. The entrance to the Hall of Records has been destroyed, and you can see the captain's been murdered, along with one of the other guards." And he goes, "What? In my city?" And he slams his hand, and it echoes through the chamber. He goes, "How dare they? How dare they?" And you can see his eyes are like bugged out. He says, "Who was it?" And he kind of looks to the side. He says, "It looked like her."
Great king, may I speak? Great and noble king, there is an evil archfey named Disaster. He has come to your city to spread chaos and ruin. Our party has sought to stop Disaster throughout our time here in the Fey realm, and so he has sought to stop us by changing into our forms to cast aspersions upon us. But the fact is that his very nature is disaster, and he will destroy and destroy until there is no end. And so we 5, including our cleric here with the fireballs, have vowed to stop and destroy Disaster. And this we will do for you, noble king. We will stand by your side and end this horrible archfey menace.
And he says, "How do you propose to do that?"
In single combat.
He says, "That's an interesting proposal."
Yes, I'm sure you're aware the only truly honorable way to battle is in single combat. And so we shall track him down and force him to submit to one-on-one single combat, as is the only honorable way to fight.
This is interesting. How did he get away?
He disappeared.
He teleported away.
I think so. Do I think he teleported away?
You can do an Arcana.
1,000,000!
Yeah, you're pretty sure he teleported.
He teleported.
Teleported.
In fact, we saw him teleport many times before he finally teleported away.
He says that's going to make things very difficult. And he says, I can lock down the domain. But he may already be gone. We need to know where he is, where he's working out of, and who he's working with.
I am curious if the king is aware of any giant changelings, but I would never ask.
He says, there are many changelings. Why do you suppose about a giant changeling?
We saw him with a giant changeling. We saw a disaster with a giant changeling. So far, that's the team of the evil that we've seen so far.
He tells you that he has heard of one, but he hasn't been seen in years.
What is his name? Is a question that I would ask a friend, but not the king. But I do feel curious about the name of this.
He says, when we reopen the Hall of Records, we'll have it researched.
I wonder if there is anything the king could provide to make us even stronger as we face disaster.
He says you said you're already capable, so I don't think you need any help.
You're right. We are extremely powerful. And we are grateful to serve you, King.
He says, excellent. He says, I will have my guards deputize you for the immediate future while you're inside our lands. But if you need to go other places, I don't know that will be of any help. He tells you that it may be important to figure out what his next move is and why he's doing what he's doing. He doesn't seem to have a domain of his own, which isn't normal, is what he tells you. Unless he does, and he's traveling to other people's, other Archfey's realms.
Would it be possible to wonder aloud at if there's been any progress done anywhere on the recovery of memories in this place?
Recovery of memories.
Yes, some of us have memories that may lead to finding disaster more quickly, but our memories escape us currently.
He says, are you not from the Feywild?
Nope.
Originally, I am, but I have been in other places.
I raised one of my paws to say, like, me.
This is very interesting. He says, I have heard of the fairies of the Sealy Court dabbling in that. But that is not a type of magic that we from Orleans that we are interested in.
May I say, great king, that I look forward to the day of your wedding with the great Queen Lucra.
He just looks at you and he goes, get out.
Ask if he has a way to get to the Sealy Court.
I'll continue leaving.
Okay.
If getting to the Sealy Court was something you could provide us, I know that you would, because you'd want disaster defeated.
Which Sealy Court? Who in the Sealy? Which city in the Sealy, or what place in the Sealy Court are you trying to?
Where are these fairies?
You spoke of the fairies that can return memories.
He says, yes, they may be able to. That's something that they. He says memories is something that they dabble in.
Yes, the area that contains them. We would love to be transported there, so we can dispatch disaster quicker.
Because you speak of most of the world.
Tell her you want the Court of Stars.
I wonder how I might get to the Court of Stars. It's a thought I often experience.
He says, well, the Court of Stars is only when multiple courts meet each other.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not familiar enough to know how to travel and where these things are here because I have lost my memories.
He says, perhaps you should journey and find your memories first, and then deal with this disaster situation.
How about where the Maiden of the Moon is? On the forest, the borders of Riverdale.
Don't ask it.
I'm not just telling you sidebars. Look at that one.
A person would be mistaken if they thought that the fairies of the Sealy Court would be near the Maiden of the Moon. That is a statement.
He says, yes, they would be. Since she's an Eladrin.
Wait, ask about the Summer Court.
Yes.
I know that if I went to the Summer Court, I would find some of these fairies that could help with memory magic.
He says, yes, Titania's rule is quite expensive.
And I know that you, being a powerful king, could transport us to the Summer Court easily.
He says, yes, I could. And then he goes like this, and you guys vanish. And you're suddenly in a giant city that is made out of grown, like trees. Like everything is grown into shapes. All the buildings are made of wood that are not cut, but you can see that they have been formed through their life. Around you can see Eladrin and elves walking the street. There's fairies floating in the air. You can smell roses and you can smell honey. The light in the air seems to shimmer. And in the center of the city, there's a very large castle. And I think that's where we're going to end it.
Yay!
I was thinking Titania the whole time. I was. I should have just said something.
Why?
Because it said on my note, check Titania for info.
All right. So everybody use their inspiration. So something you enjoyed about the session.
Oh no, I used my luck point. I still have inspiration.
That's not what you said.
No, I did because I checked off my luck point.
Something you enjoy. One. So we have one person with inspiration. Should we still do an inspiration vote?
Sure.
Okay. Something you enjoyed about the session. Something you enjoyed that another person did. And then separately, if possible, your inspiration vote. And do you want to be first?
Sure. Let's see what I enjoy about the session. I was glad you guys finally got to read the letter. That was an interesting one. That one took a while to write.
The long version was very long.
Yeah. Well, and also, as you probably pieced together, the first letter, all the words from the first letter are in the second one, and the third one was taking away words from the second one. So, yeah, that took a while. But it was fun. So, I like doing stuff like that in games like this. Somebody that did something I like. Liked your little speech. I liked the little bear. That was great. I like the use of the elephant. That was smart.
Finally got to use it.
Yeah, I finally got to use it. Yeah. Like how Bo was the first one to be like, I do non-lethals. So yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was a great session.
Fucking naked old man.
Man, this was I did not expect all the things that happened to happen. It was great. I loved our interaction with Bob the Bear. That was fun. And then tricking those werewolf guards was fun. I was not expecting Diz. I was not expecting Diz to show up now. That was a pleasant surprise. Mears was actually excited to see Diz, because him and Diz kind of formed a bond before we came to the Feywild.
He's not the same guy anymore.
And then inspiration vote. Oh man. Either between Aoife or
I think so,
Abby.
because I think Julie already has that.
Oh, I guess it'll be Aoife then. For your rousing speech and talking to the king on our behalf.
It's fun to try to not ask questions.
Something I enjoyed about the session. A lot of it was really fun. Having the chase sequence, even though it was over pretty quickly. I really liked it. I thought it was set up in a fun way, the way that the chase works. I also liked talking to that guard, trying to not say that the letter was for us, but trying to get him to give us the letter. I thought that was really fun with both Aoife and Tinny, just trying to tiptoe around it. Yeah, the session was a lot. It was so much sneaking in, like, not directly sneaking ways, and I thought that was really cool. something another player did. I would also give it for the speech that Aoife gave, but I think also the whole talking with the king and posing non-question questions. I thought that was great. Let me see. I think everything that I was going to mention already got mentioned with the elephant. I would probably give the inspo vote to Aoife though.
Yeah, that was awesome. I always love the level of detail and the things that you make and the craftiness, and the 3 letters was super cool and a fun reveal, and all the chase mechanics, and also like finding the map on the guy, and just all of these treasures that happen. And I too was super excited to be like, it's dead. This is so disappointing. It's such an Agent of Chaos now, because yeah, we had a bond, and we were friends before. That was real devoted to him. But and there's so much fun stuff. But I have to say, I mean, same thing. I love Aoife's speeches. And undulating Chad. Touch me, Chad.
Come and get a check.
And then rolling a 1 was great. but I'll take the one there that you had the grid speech to get the crowd off our back. A better place for all. And just I really enjoyed the unfolding of that scene of like the absolute like levels of chaos and reaction, like for both the player of Teddy being like, oh fuck, Chad's here, but then seeing him being like, oh thank God it's just this, like which is so much worse in many ways, but also great. And that was just so, but that was just a funny interaction too, where you're like, did Chad have this magic? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It's like, what? I don't know what's happening. But just to shake it up, I give my inspiration to mirrors, because this like there's so many clutch things of the horse and the elephant, and casting Entangle on the bear and cutting that short was amazing. Like pulling a bedroll out of his pocket, the skunk smell, but also this like dark side of mirrors is taking over and breaking the dude's leg with an elephant. Was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And that all of us are like, non-lethal, and he's like, magic attack. But and also that he absolutely annihilated the giant spider with the scorching rays was great. So and just so many cool things happening there, like that he went after Diz and sneaking on roofs and turning to cats, and all of his mind reading was pretty clutch. So yeah.
Woo. Yeah, so I really like your mini games. So the chase and the Shia LaBeouf. Adding in these mini game elements are great, and your visual aids, the map and the letters, and the fact that you're doing that thing where you age the papers to make them look all aged and stuff. That really goes a long way with me, and I always want to steal all your ideas and use them for DMing. And I want to make my Shia LaBeouf cards, Shia LaDuck or whatever, and so that's cool. And also there was just like a huge variety of experiences in the session, and for me, I really enjoy these speech puzzles. Whether it was the zone of truth in the first session, or don't ask the king a question, or tell the truth without lying, or lie without lying.
Tell the truth without lying.
The thing with like not letting him know we had signed the note and saying things that are true. I really like those speech puzzles. They're very difficult, and I like pretending that I'm great at that and trying to just dive in and do it. And then if I manage to pull it off, I feel great. So that makes me really happy. I like all the speech puzzles that you have built into each session. So like every session is like try to talk a certain way, which is really fun for me. Yeah. And I like the part where Julie was speaking to the wolf guards because she was the one with the deception stat and the ability to speak. But then I was like mentally suggesting shit to her. It's like, where are skunks? Skunks in the thing. They skunked it. Skunk attack.
They come for that one.
And yeah, telling them it was were skunks was a dumb idea on my part. So I liked that situation where you were the ringleader of that, and I also enjoyed being really confused about whether you were lying about the letter or not when you first read the letter. I was like, why would she lie about what's in this letter? Yeah, and I liked how Bo was just like, I want to get this guy back to the king. Like, let's fulfill our mission that we did. And I'm like, yeah, he's a liar and a murderer. And Bo's like, yeah,
Sure.
let's just return him. Exactly. And I really liked the naked old man sneaking into the woods. And the fact that you realized it was the werebearer. I had no idea. I was just like, why is there an old man sneaking in the woods? And if you hadn't said that, we would have been talking to him like, hey, old man, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, just out for a walk. Try to figure out why he's there. So that was a huge leap of intelligence there. All the stuff that Julie said about your shit too. So if I vote for you, it'll be tied between us. So I'll do that. Although one of my players online was like, no one ever votes for themselves in the inspo vote, so I'm going to vote for myself to really mess things up. But I'm not going to do that. So
She was telling me to vote for myself, and I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I vote for myself and win the inspo.
yeah, so you did it the other day, so I'll vote for him, so then we'll be tied. So then you'll have to give us both
Tiebreaker,
inspiration.
The DM tiebreaker.
The DM tiebreaker?
Yeah, you haven't voted. Yeah. You can always roll a die to escape having to make a decision, but you could also decide.
Yeah, I'll give you both inspiration.
Yay! Generosity!
Yay!
We've been using them, so.
Yeah.
We need it!
I'm glad I got to use my performance stat. It reminded me of when I was playing a bard, like the only time I ever played a bard, and I was trying to give speeches to crowds all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I have performance. I'm gonna sing to the crowd so they calm down and don't kill us. That never works. All right, good game, everybody.
Yeah.